Hello everyone, and welcome to the last show of the season of Sabaody Showdown. It's me, Gonzo, as usual. I'm going to be running the show today as well, and we got some really exciting commentary going on. There's three big games. The first one is something that, if anyone's going to one, will want to get familiar with, because I do get the feeling if you're playing either of the decks, you're going to see the other one pretty much for sure. And it's blue-purple Sanji, piloted by our own Rene, against the, I guess, Purple Duffy Absolutist is the right term for it, Asmir. And I got here Trek with me, who's going to be, doing the usual first game routine that we have going. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Just came home from a run. Looking forward to the games that we got going on today. This, like you said, the first game, got to be very important already. I don't know about the other two, probably less boring. So first game is always the most important one, obviously. Looking forward to the games today. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, it's going to be quite interesting. Just to be a bit of a heads up before we get everything started, I guess, because some more people might join. But today's games are basically going to be this one. Right after that is going to be slightly more janky, not something that you see that often, but this blue Jinbe versus yellow Luffy. And the pilots are Melody and Hendrock. And I'm going to get Rene to help me do the commentary on that one, because Hendrock himself will be joining us for Game 3 on commentary, and that game is going to be Mihawk versus Vivi. So I think all of them do have at least some component of playability, but maybe the middle one is the one that's a bit more spicy. So we'll see how that goes, and you and I get to talk a bit more like proper meta and bond prep, which both of us need, right? Like we're going to see each other there, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need it. I haven't done it much yet, but I definitely need it.
Okay, I can see that. So yeah, I hope everyone on chat is ready to have a good time. I'm hoping we do get to interact a tiny bit, and yeah, that's it. Happy Thursday, and let's get things kind of started. So transitioning towards the game, we will get things fired up. I'm gonna leave all the. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Apologize for the early noise on the stream. I'm not sure you heard it, right? But I'm pretty sure that people on stream did. So that's pretty much fine. Okay, chat is commending you, like they've missed your voice. I cannot say anything to the contrary. It's the same thing for me, so I'm happy to have you. And yeah, we're gonna get to see this one. We did speak about this, and you haven't played this yourself, but you've seen quite a bit of matchups like this before. Do you have a preference if you were to be the purple Duffy player here? Because your curve is quite flexible, right? You do get to steal curve as much as you want. And I would say that Sanji is kind of similar, except in some matches you really need to be the aggressor. So what do you want here?
I didn't see right now who won the dice.
No, I'm not aware. So
then as Duffy, yeah, it's fine. So as Duffy, I'm not entirely sure what you take, honestly, because I feel like first can be extremely good for Dofi, just curving into that 6-storm turn on 5, and then playing out the 8 cost into 10 cost. If you have multiple 10 costs, I feel like first is the better like, way to go. But second can provide you with so much more value, right? There's one more card, and you have just so much more defensive power, and as well you can ramp all the same basically, but against Sanji you might be a bit like hesitant to ramp in the early game, so Sanji can't free ramp. It's gonna be interesting seeing how Ami is gonna pilot this going first curve.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. I do think you're probably right, and Sanji would like to take first away just to keep things a bit more under control, because also like the 8 down turn is very troublesome, and while you might have some control over, they get to ramp twice by then if you like don't swing or take some decisions. If they're going first, it's just gonna happen one turn early, however you do it. So it's very scary. We see Rene started with teardrops into Wedding, and unfortunately he milled 2 of his rages already, which are kind of key for the matchup.
Are they?
Yeah, so that's very reliant on Virgo, right? But I think that's the biggest change that we've seen with EBO3, is the fact that now Duffy really needs to see the Virgo, and that just changes the dynamic of the matchup. Altogether, you need to see ideally 2, and keep 1 always standing, because Sanji has the ability to brochette blow a rested Virgo, wipe it, and then start doing both Red Rocks and Gravity Blades, and that's how they can really stop you from moving forward, right? Like, that's kind of the alternate game plan that they have over just like a hugely enormous Sanji swinging that face all the time. That used to be the case before you had those resources. Speak of the devil.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I feel like one of the things that breaks Stoffi's neck in this matchup is if you can't find the Virgo, right? And of course,
Yeah.
Amir finds it with his first touch, instantly takes it because we both know this is gonna be the game-winning card in this matchup. As well, what I think is kind of interesting is Sanji. What a lot of people would opt in this situation just now, right? They don't swing, they don't attack because there's one body on board. It's Dellinger, and Dellinger gives you a free search. As soon as you have multiple bodies on board, it makes more sense to swing into Dofu because he can only use his lead ability once per turn, right? But Sanji does have the problem with not being able to not swing because he needs that done after using his lead ability, which makes him not able to starve Dofi whatsoever.
Yeah, that's definitely troublesome. And every time they do beef burst, they will need to swing at least once, so that is very problematic. And now, yeah, there we go. Duffy did actually double ramp, so we're gonna be very ahead of the curve. And now he does get to like take leader ability for free if he wants to. Not necessarily something he will want to do this turn. I feel like this is the safe attack turn, but Sanji is gonna have to develop board to put a bit of pressure. Otherwise, Virgo is just gonna eat away at pretty much everything. There we go. Broken card number 1 on deck. Stealth Attack that lets you revive any Sanji with power 6000 or less from your trash, which includes both of the ones on board. And yeah, it's kind of one of the best plays to just 2k out of one of the early swings like we saw before, and then immediately recover it for either 3 Dawn or Dawn -1. And there we go.
Yeah, it's interesting how both of these decks are in such different spots, right? Because Dofi was good before any EBO cards. It probably was even in a better spot than now. Now after EB, Sanji is obviously in a really, really, really good spot with the 2 new cards it got. Obviously, literally meant to bring Sanji into the meta, back into the meta. But I just like the contrast of having one deck on the one side with Dofi, which is wait, what happened just now? He bounced it. No, what happened?
He basically played 2. Yeah, you were very deep in thought. So he played 2 beef burst, 1 for 3 and 1 for Dawn -1. The first one bounced Sugar, and the second one after the swing draw 2 cuts.
And then he pitched it for 1k counter. Okay, that makes sense because I just looked at the trash and was like, wait, why is it in the trash? Okay. What was I saying? Exactly, yeah. So Sanji is basically like a new meta deck, right? And it's a bit like Rosinante, it just got good with the new EV cuts, whilst Dofi is like Ace or Emu or whatnot. It didn't get much from these EP cards, but it's still really, really good in this meta, which I really like, this stark contrast to have in such a game.
Yeah, no, it's quite interesting. You're basically seeing 2 real parts of the meta that got either pushed forward or just like relied on their position. And yeah, like Toffee didn't really need anything to keep performing, and the matchup is just adjusting a bit the list.
Yeah, I just think Dofi is so strong. The effect is so crazy. Like on paper, Dofi feels it's like Bonnie, right? It's so good.
We just stole that line out of me. I was gonna say it's basically Purple Bonnie, right? Like you have a standalone, extremely strong ability, and then you have a lot more support dedicated to you than Bonnie. So it's just very, very good how much you can exploit this.
There's 5 lives still, Jesus. Okay, he takes the first life, yeah. Is this a pudding angle? Okay, yeah, it is a pudding angle apparently. René thought the same thing. I mean, obviously you're putting here, right? Like Surge and whatnot. It would have been better to putting before the Virgo comes down, but there was no real time frame to actually putting. So yeah.
No, the previous turn needed to be spent on developing a bit your hand size, and maybe he found the pudding of the second big burst as well, which like you don't always really have the pudding. This deck is really good at drawing, but you know it's only a 2-off anyways, and it's not very searchable. So that might be that. Okay.
I'm really interested how René uses the 7-cost Sanji, because I personally really like it. I don't know exactly what matchup it is meant for, but I love the 7-cost Sanji. I think it's such a cool card.
It's actually kind of a jack of all trades. I've been playing René's list quite a bit myself, and I'm pretty sure Asakura on chat is sharing some similar thoughts, but I have found Sanji to be amazing on this specific matchup, just because it lets you rush the Virgo, then don -1 to Brochette blow it, and then swing at it a 7 into a 4, which is extremely pressuring, and then your whole board can go at it. You remove it, and then you're safe to do your other shenanigans. So unless they have an extra copy in hand, which happens sometimes, it's a very good way to out the Virgo. And even if they do play a second one, now you do have a 7k swinger additional to the rest of your board, so you're kind of good there. But yeah, again, it's great on Imu as well to be able to push some lethal towards the end of the game, where you get to rest the Workery and go for one more 7 swing, which is pretty much the perfect number there, right? Just forces an event to be over countering. And it just does a lot of tricks in matchups that you might not really expect. So yeah, for like a completely searchable card that you can find with literally everything in the deck, definitely a good choice.
True. What are we gonna swing at here? I'm interested. Because Virgo used his effect, right? Are we not gonna just keep swinging at life, but we swing at body?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently we swung at Sanji here, minus the Sanji.
Yeah, it's on plus and -2 now, so it's a 5k after the
Yes,
Gam Giant.
Go another 7 into Sanji dies. I guess it's fair since... Yeah, we need to get rid of some boards. And I feel like Sanji doesn't mind taking lives early, just because it's so tanky in the late game. Oh, second Virgo is disgusting. Now, Absolute Cinema, double Reiju. Does that work? Is Virgo like once, like he has to pop both Virgo abilities, right? In the first red.
Yeah, it wouldn't work here just because I think you get to do it once, basically. Like Virgo is like Rocinante, where if something removes multiple things, you can still do it, I believe.
Yeah, no, right. But what if you play 2
so
blades here?
Imagine that Virgo number 1 saves both of them on the first iteration, right? And then the second one would save the other 2. So
okay, so it's not like you have to use both of them.
No.
Okay, fair enough then, I guess. Then double rage is out of the question, I guess. Unlucky.
Yeah, it's also very unlikely that he has 2 rages with 2 on trash. But you know, never say impossible.
True.
Brochette Blow would be good though, right now, to either remove the Virgo or the Rossi even, and just kind of ignore the Virgos. But
which card?
Brochette Blow.
Remind me again what that is.
Okay, so it's a 3-cost Straw Hat event that if you have the same or less Dawn as your opponent, draw a card and -3k one body, and you get to use it for Dawn -1 here.
So it's the not gravity. What's it called?
Gamma Knife. Yeah.
Gamma Knife at home.
Gum Knife, to be specific.
Gum Knife. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. It's like 1 Virgo actually isn't enough in this matchup. Probably 2 is necessary. But since you search so much, it's probably likely. It's likely that you draw 2. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You do need to have 2 of them, and ideally you want one of them to not be rested, because they can genuinely be contested, right? That Sanji becomes insanely huge.
Yeah. So. You're right. So what happens if there's just a 10 cost coming down next turn? Is it too early? Probably is not, right? If you have a 10 cost in Ami's place, you would probably play it, right?
Thing is, I'm not even sure you need to at this spot. I feel like if you have a 9 cost, you might end up on a better situation, just because you do get to then chain 10 cost afterwards. Like right now, just freezing whatever's on board for a turn is not that much, right? Like, yeah, there are some bodies, but it's like 2 6Ks and a 7K. You can handle that. An 8K. You can handle that. 8K, that's fine.
But it's not big enough. It doesn't make too much sense. You rather have the like double Dofi for when it's getting tricky to keep surviving. Okay, never mind. Ami is a better player, I guess, so he knows better. Just drops the Dofi.
Maybe he doesn't have the other one. You know, like there's also a valid play. Like
yeah, true. Oh, I like the one-off blocker. It's so annoying to play against this, since you know. Oh wait, he 1Ks with a rage. Crazy.
Oh no, because the block is frozen, right?
Yeah,
cannot be rested. So
it's crazy that you use the rage for it, since it's basically useless anyways, right now, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to get rid of both Virgos, so that's pretty much it. And Conqueror.
I don't know. How would you even win this as Sanji? I don't see any way to win this. It's crazy to me.
This game is looking very, very skewed. towards Doffy, and it's basically one of those games where everything that the Doffy player needs to do, they do pretty much at the right time, and you don't get a window to punish it. Rene also didn't see the Rochette blow early enough, so now even if he gets it, it's because you don't have anything to really swing with. So this turn is pretty much a waste of time. I guess you get to swing 5 with Pudding, eat away 1 card and see what happens. But Rene's not been able to develop the second Sanji yet because, yeah, there we go. There we have Sanji number 2.
What's Sanji? No, this is the event. Is it the Chinese version? No, it looks like the... No, wait, the Chinese version is without blood or something, right? Isn't it that?
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah, that's it. The Chinese version is different. But this one is the new one from the best collection. They actually look really sick in person. They're very, very nice. But yeah, it's the let's crash this wedding now. He did pick 1 Sanji. I guess you kind of gotta develop here, but survival is looking complicated, I'm gonna say. Ooh. There's Reiju. Down -1.
What's he gonna do?
Draw 2.
Oh, it's gonna draw 2. Fair enough. Yeah.
It's still good, right? 5 cards, 5 bodied, draw 2 cards. Seems like something we would play quite often, possible.
Gotta be honest here. I think Amir's hand is not the tallest, right? It's not the he doesn't have the most cards in hand, to be honest. So maybe you could chip away with a bunch of small swings, since there's never gonna be another 10 cost coming down. No.
Yeah, that's fair. And actually, done minus in once more is somewhat annoying for Doffy as well. So I wouldn't mind just swinging with lead and putting 5 twice and see where that lands.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. Since but Amir plays 4 of the what's it called? The Foxy event, which is, I guess it's Ace Tech, I would say. I feel like the matchup against Ace is kind of bad. But in this matchup, it's really good, right, to have this event.
Yeah, 100%. I also do like. I'm not sure I like developing that Sanji because it does feel like you only have 1 done now. You have 1 life, even if you have 2 blockers. Like it's a bit grim, but I do like not swinging with the pudding after the first take. Just because you don't want to expose yourself to that Noro resting 1 blocker and just being dead on board. So should be alright enough. That is bait if I've ever seen bait, right? That's basically Asmir telling him, please give me the Gum Gum Giant now, or because this is an 8. Give me perfect counter for it. And there we go. Another Gravity Blade from Renehek, who's unfortunately finding all of the good cards for other matchups.
Okay, let's see. I mean, Sanji can be can be as tanky as it wants to be. I don't think he can survive. Maybe this. Nah, not this turn either. Okay, no, then he has 2 blockers.
There's 2 blockers. There's 2 blockers.
This turn he definitely lives, but if he uses both his blockers, there's no way he has game at any point, right?
No, even while keeping them, the board is just not wide enough. It's very, very difficult to survive that. Okay, yeah.
What matchups is UP Sanji good into anyways? I feel like it's a shit deck. It loses against everything.
I wouldn't say that. Okay,
it's probably really good against Ace, not gonna lie. It's probably really good against Ace.
It is very good against Ace. That is one of the most positive matchups. But, yeah, Rosinante is good. Being able to Gravity Blade for 5 done and drop a 5 body is very good. But pretty much, it's very bad into Doffy and it's not that great into Imu, but it does have a decent spread otherwise. Let's think of more things on the meta to figure out whether that's actually worth it. Okay, so you're also prepping for one like me. So we've mentioned Rossi, Imu, Ace, and Doffy. Mihawk. Mihawk is actually quite alright for Sanji as well, because even if they do run the Tashigi, the 3-cost Tashigi, you can bounce it with a Beef Burst and then move around and remove pretty much anything else they play, right? So the Reiju does it's a busted card. It's just something that doesn't seem like should have been printed, to be honest. But it makes the deck like extremely more powerful on the alternate plan. It's no longer just like drop the 3-cost and pressure life, which is kind of impossible in some matchups. But having access to 5-cost gravity blades, it's very, very strong, especially if they drop a body. So yeah, and it's a loop deck. You do see your whole deck every game, unless you like for some reason break out and die turn 3 or something. So you will be able to sequence pretty much everything you want, and it has a toolkit deck as well, so you have many different options to play around with in this game. So yeah, it's not a bad deck. It's just this is not the best matchup to showcase it. That's for sure.
Maybe a bit of a off-meta topic, since like Bon is so close. I looked at some like stats today. I saw some stats in a group chat today, and Rosinante now is the most played deck, or like the best performing deck on Sim or something. It's insane. Like it's crazy how this deck exploded after this. So Sanji is definitely like. I hate playing against Sanji as Rosinante. I hate it. I never found the Virgulus to be good, so I never really, like playing against Sanji.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's also like even the Virgo plan is a bit troublesome just because you find the Virgo, but you also need to find 3 or 4 of your Rossi and Lot for the Virgo to actually do something meaningful, right? So in those games where you just go Virgo into Rossi low, yeah, sure, he's great. He never swings. He's just protecting your board forever, and that's fine. We're okay with that. But like, if you instead find a bunch of the other laws, it doesn't really matter. You still get your 7-cost law Red Rock. You still get your 4-cost Gravity Bladed with your 3 costs, and it's just like So it's a very specific game plan that you need to sequence, and obviously it's a very good deck at finding those pieces. So you're gonna do it a decent amount of the time, but you also need to find the Virgo on time that is only findable by Sugar effectively, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense.
I don't know.
I feel like Dofi also fourth. Like this game. Look at this game, for example. Dofi looks so much worse. As soon as it doesn't have such as early game, right? It feels so weird with Dofi. Having like a Sugar and a Dellinger in the early game is so strong. But as soon as you don't have either or neither of them, it's all falling to pieces right in the early game.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. And I think Rene's now gonna do Stealth Black by Don minusing the rested one, which brings the Sanji to a 6k as well, and he does get to swing twice if he wants to. And like you can even swing the first one like for a 7, because you're gonna be on 5 Don, right? So there's not gonna be Sugar shenanigans this turn.
I think Sugar is 6 anyways, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you never be on 6 in this turn, so Sugar always sticks around for like 1 turn. But
when you're going first, you mean, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Sorry, second. I'm glitching there. Yeah, when you're going first, it actually this turn you could Virgo in immediately, but not anymore. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, you couldn't, right? Sugar is 6 Don. If your opponent has 6 Don.
But if you start first, you play Sugar on 5 Don, go to 6, and your opponent goes to 6, right?
Yeah. But it feels like a terrible play on 5 Don, not gonna lie. You go to 6, but then I don't know. I don't like it on 5 Don. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, probably it's still good because it's still like a body that replaces itself and rams whatnot. So it's probably still good, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'm taking a look at the Rene's trash, and there's nothing set up for Reiju right now. But this is one of those cases where you could heavily punish Dofi for not having the Virgo. If you have like
Turbo Sanji.
You can have an Otama and drop the Gravity Blade, or just play the Gravity Blade. I guess it's on 7. So
yeah. It just looks sick. Like triple Sanji is crazy. This early in the game.
There we go.
What is the event? The 1-cost event with Sanji and the Luffy. It's the search event, right?
Yeah.
But what's the alt art from? Like which alt art is this?
It's
just a normal alt art?
The best collection. You mean the that's it. The best collection, volume 5. I think it came out last week. One of these binders that has many different cards, and they're all full art. It has this, it has Quina, it has Shalria, and Blaze Lies and Merigo from GP Luffy.
Okay. Yeah, of course, René already has 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. I do have them too. I did split a couple of binders with some friends. So I did get them pretty much immediately. And I don't run the alts on the deck, but it's just like such a nice alternative to a common event that you kind of need to go for it.
It looks sick, yeah. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have Virgo number 1 on board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's a reason why he didn't have a searcher, right? Like you need to keep the hand with the Virgo. So
yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But I feel like still triple Sanji this early in the game is really good, and it feels like this is the equivalent of having 2 Virgos, because since you don't need to remove everything, you can just go turbo. Right? You can just chip away at Doffy so much in the early game that even if he plays the 10 cost in the late game, you still have a lot of pressure to finish him maybe the turn after or the turn after.
Yeah, that's for sure. If he manages to get to 7k, like Doffy might actually be in trouble.
Ooh. With a rem trigger. Jesus. Is it an active done, actually? Crazy.
Somewhat strong. Okay, what do we do?
I don't know if it matters, but still, it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go 6. This is there. You need to have every 5 events in trash, right? The Sanji gets buffed.
That's it. So he would need 2 more for them to become 7s. I do get the distinct feeling he probably is holding on Giant, so that might be the way to buff them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have so many ideas playing decks with Sanji in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Sanji.
This Sanji in them, you mean the 3 cost?
Yeah, exactly. Since the card is insanely strong, there has to be a better deck than Sanji that can utilize them. I
suppose so. I mean, I'm not sure if better, but I suppose you could have some options there. Oh, there we go. So.
Oh, he plays another Sanji from hand now?
Mm-hmm. The blocker one.
Okay, he actually goes turbo. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Is he on lower Don? Wait, is he 2 Don lower?
He's on 2 Don lower. He's on 1 Don lower, right? Oh, 2 actually.
But it has to be 2 lower for Sanji to be played out from hand, right?
No. He didn't play the Sanji from hand. Reiju plays Stealth Black that lets you play a Sanji from trash or hand. So he played the ones from hand.
But the Stealth Black can only play a 3-cost Sanji from trash or hand, right?
No, it's a 6k, not 3 cost. It's not cost related. It's power related.
It's power related?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understood the Stealth Black part, but I thought it's cost, yeah.
Okay, Bullet String is out of the equation now, and we do have a Rossi, but this is a trickier spot, right? Because you don't want to go twice with a Virgos. Don't minus.
Shows. Yeah. Sorry.
I think René has an actual, there's an actual reason here to let the Sanji die and force a Don minus of the other Virgo that you can then block counter.
Yeah, he did do exactly that. But I think it's so interesting for how much different stuff you can actually use Reiju, right? It's insane how versatile this card is. You can bottom deck, you can draw, you can double body basically with it. It's Jesus, it's so good.
It is busted. It is definitely a busted card. And now he's going 6 into a 4. That is a terrible death, actually. That did catch me by surprise a tiny bit, but I guess he might be holding off to more Stealth Black. Yes, that is very Sanji locked. Unfortunately for you and I, unfortunately for the health of the game, it's only Sanji specifically. It's not even Beansmoke or anything like that. Like you cannot run it even on Reiju or whatever future options we get. So for now, this is the only deck that can run it, and thank the heavens, to be honest. It's just like a very busted card to play once there's no 2 Virgos on board. Okay. René's going to be drawing some more cards. He's going to get to 7k Sanji pretty much immediately. And there we go. Stealth Black number 2, reviving the Sanji. And we go a 7. I think this kind of has to be a lead, right? Like, there's no reason to eat away at hand size right now, so you just kind of keep pushing life.
Sure. You do definitely push life. I'm just thinking, even if there's a 10 cost coming down this turn, it can't. There's this. Here's Army's only on 7 done, which he can't play a 10 cost at all. Maybe next turn. Maybe he's trying to map out that he plays a 10 cost next turn, so he can live like 3 more turns, so he has more potential to pressure René. Since Virgo is still a 7k body, it still does a lot of damage going face. It takes like 1 event every time, all alive, right? So it's good. Sanji obviously has good defense, but it's still really good. A really good card to swing into life with.
Okay, I don't dislike this. You're not gonna defend that 7k Sanji once more. That's absolutely fine. So you keep pressuring. I wouldn't hate going like 7-7 with lead and that Sanji, but I guess this is fine enough as well. No way.
Oh wait, okay. Maybe Amir's just bricked. He's just bricked up. Could be that he's gonna use the blocker here to get back the bullet string, right? And then try to survive next turn, maybe with a bullet string.
Okay, so
and some blocker.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think René, René was hesitating over to go that 5k swing before to precisely bait the block and get the bullet string to hand. Like I think he was this close to actually doing that attack. I kind of he's on chat. Is that what you were thinking, René? That's definitely felt like it.
My chat is not loading. It's insane. It's driving me insane. René, type something right now so I know that. So my chat is.
Oh no, he hasn't spoken for a while. I'm just trying to get him in, but he's probably just paying attention to some other things.
Yeah, more important things apparently. Okay. No, but Pudding, fucking love the card, man.
Okay, so he's here. So the question is, were you thinking about doing the 5k first to bait the block with Viola and Fish, removing the 2-cost event as well?
Okay, but we have an event here, so. You know what would go hard here now? Something that like what's it called? The 3-cost event, the green one, Luna.
Yeah.
Luna would go hard here.
Yeah. Luna would be very unfair, but you're still on 0 and they're supporting and a leader, so just an even split is still kind of trouble.
He has 2 blocker, right, and lead ability.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess that makes things a bit more difficult.
I feel like even then, this turn is gonna be not as bad for Amir than we think it is. He's gonna clear board here. He has 2 blockers up. He leaves some Don up. I don't hate this. Can Gravity Blade get rid of Yolas here? No, right?
No, because of Virgo. So that's...
Yeah, they also don't kill Pirate Family, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We go 8. We clear the whole board, which is insane. I guess 1 Reiju and another Stealth back, and we're back, but yeah. Interesting. But René is not defending anything either.
No. He doesn't have any Don up, so it's kind of hard for the deck to actually play those defenses, and 2k, 1k is not always possible.
Roger?
Oh, we got live here. We let Reiju live.
Okay, interesting. I hope this doesn't bite us later on.
I do feel like you're not in a rush for that specific one, right? Like you get rid of one more body, you have the Viola sticking around for longer.
Yeah, I don't think you care about the life too much in this situation right now, since you playing for full board control. He has 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
I guess he draws 2 more from the Violas, but still.
I think if you care for life, you just like lethal this turn. Sanji's tapped out. They don't run that many non-breaks. You actually have kind of a decent chance with 4 swings.
Yeah.
So
Doffy's lead ability is so disgusting, since usually I would be scared in this situation to for like unblockable or whatnot, right? But no, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
when do you stop the blocker? That's an interesting question here.
When do you actually use the blocker?
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you use it for the next 5k already? or whatever it is, like a 6k, since you can't use lead ability for the Sanji swing. You need to keep it for the Sanji swing, right? So
yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
That's
Is it
mean.
that leader gets unblockable, or is it like that a Sanji character gets unblockable, or Alabasta character gets unblockable?
It's Alabasta character. That one won't work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
But
I guess
it's something to be scared about. And you could be running the other, the Wanko Sanji event, right? Like, sorry, Ace event if you really wanted
Ace
to.
event,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
normal, but it's a card in those colors and it's an event, so it's uber searchable. If you do
could
have
just-
those inclinations, you can go for it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, now he used like Ami used his lead ability on the pudding swing, but you're totally right. Like, I think you can play around it. You should play around it.
Yeah, there's not.
Especially in like tournaments, right? In this case, maybe not, since you know a little bit that René probably won't play it. But yeah, in tournaments, I would always play around it.
Mm-hmm.
Another 6k. Apparently, that's the magic number here.
I think he might be holding a 7 Kosanji here. And if he hits the block here, that's very, very...
No, it would be fine, right? Since
Yeah, but I think if that's the case, maybe he's holding to search for it, because if you get the blocker, you get to 1 cost. Play a wedding, or play a teardrops, or play this, find the Sanji, play it, rest the other blocker, and actually lethal. While right now, that's not it. So we keep developing. I kind of have to assume.
Yeah, I didn't even think about this. This definitely was the idea here for René. That's why he kept 7 down open.
Yeah, he also did not answer my question, but it's fine. I guess he doesn't remember.
He's just AFK. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy doesn't care about us, but it's okay. No worries.
Yeah, I do feel like I might have greeded a bit there, because with the way Asmir was countering and blocking that turn, it did feel like he was just gonna give you one of the blockers and build the board.
Yeah.
And then pay for it very dearly. But this is probably the safest way to approach that.
One problem I have here is, what's he gonna do next turn? If he wants to play out anything,
at this point, like, playing 3 Otamas is not a bad plan. Sorry, René. So the question was actually, the turn you play pudding, you were doubting for a while whether to swing with leader first. And my guess was that you were trying to bait Amir to block with the Viola and recover the bullet string to also get that pudding that way.
That's crazy. It's good. Is your mom fine? I hope your mom is fine. Hope she's doing all right. Okay, let's go. Let's think about the game a little bit. What's the line here that René can take to keep surviving? Since he definitely needs to leave some Dawn open, he can't really play another blocker.
Not really, not quite. I guess you could play another Sanji blocker, right, for 3 and leave 3 Dawn up. If you had
you can't,
one.
right? René is not low on Dawn.
Oh, he's not too lower, that's for sure.
And I guess he could play another stealth black and another blocker from hand, but I don't believe he should.
I mean, if he has it, maybe he should.
Yeah, maybe. He needs the attacks. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe he just plays Reiju another stealth black into Sanji. I feel like that is a good... Yeah, he does exactly that. Okay, yeah, that would have been my preferred play as well.
And that is into the... Oh, he only has 1 blocker Sanji, I guess, so we just keep the big one there instead. This is gonna be...
He definitely has 2, right? He has to have 2. He counted with 1 earlier.
Yeah, he had 2 on board before. Yeah, so there had to be 2. Ooh, I'm not sure I love being on the aggressive side here. Does feel like I wouldn't risk it and I would just play 1 more blocker.
Yeah, it's just a 1k or 2k less next turn, I guess.
But I guess if you have Giant, you're probably okay to block 1 of the swings and then counter another one, even if he splits evenly, because Amir is in fairly low down count as well.
Wait, there's no Sanji in trash. Was it last game? Could have been last game. Yeah, it could have been last game, not gonna lie. Yeah, okay, never mind. He doesn't have another blocker in trash.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. We're just cooked. Jesus. Late games. After a whole day of playing CS.
Were you winning on CS at least?
Oh yeah, I was winning, dude, the whole lane.
Maybe we need some CS coaching Sabaody Showdown shows when we're off season.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Jack. That we do during the off season. That we do like some CS coaching. I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who wants CS coaching, I can. Oh, Valorant, I can do as well. You just come up to me. I'll give you coaching. Don't worry about it.
Easy stuff.
You can even bring a friend. Friend has to pay $10 though.
Obviously. Okay, so we are really thinking heavily about this 7k swing, which is in a way terrifying. I guess this could be the point where Rene is actually going through all the searches he's done this game to figure out what's likely to be his life. Because I don't think he's gone through the deck fully yet. Like, the searchers have been quite kind of shitty this game, right? Like, we do see one wedding and one teardrop and the king's one, so I don't think he did know yes yet. But maybe he did, and I'm just doing the count a bit wrong. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, he takes the first 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big tell. I'm not gonna lie. But it looks like Amir wants to go for game here. I mean, the Violas look pretty as defense, but they can be incredible as offense as well. They are 4K bodies, right? They're like not just blockers. They're also 4K bodies, which can be with 3 don't attached be a menace.
Yeah.
So
that is very true. He doesn't have a lot of done to attach, so I don't think he can put 3 on each even. But there's gonna be a lot of 7 strings here and possibly 2 5s. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. He could go 7 again with leader, and he could go 5-7. He can do 2 more 7s at least, or like 3 more 7s at least if he wants to, which I don't hate. But maybe he can play safe. I don't know.
I think there might be like the genuine argument to just split the Dawn and go taller as well with the last 2 swings.
Yeah, just do it twice big.
But it depends on how Rene counters this one, right? If he gives you 2k, 1k, 3 cards in hand, and now is when things get a bit more sketchy.
But you go 5-5 now. You just go 5 with lead here now, right? Or 6 with lead, something like that. No, you don't go 7. You never do this. I feel like this is terrible. Why would you ever do?
Definitely go 5 now because there's no more giants, right? There's 3 cards in hand. Oh no, you need you need 5-5. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely go 5-5-5 now, or like 5-5 and then 7-7 or something.
Yeah.
You always do that. I mean, but I feel like 7 with lead feels terrible instead of just doing it with Virgo.
Yeah, because now you can do only 7-8 afterwards or 7-7-5 afterwards, which is not terrible, but he can actually get out of it.
He does block, which is still very annoying for Amir here. You just got another 7 with Virgo, see what Rene is going to do. If he giants, this is probably the worst case, right?
Yeah.
And you need to like leave 4 Dawn open basically if you want to keep both Violas open, since you don't have Dawn to restand with Rosinante. Yeah. So I guess this 7 is good just because if you don't lose with this 7, you can just leave everything open, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can play another round. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, he goes board.
Okay, that's not good. No way, right?
No, he just plays another round. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. I get it. I mean, I would have done this from the start, not going live, but going board. Yeah, I like this. I like this way more than going for live. Since Rene has 4 cards, what's he gonna do next turn? He didn't really do anything last turn either. What's he gonna do this turn? There's not gonna be any unblockable, and even if there's gonna be a redirection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 blockers which can get out like 11k counter plus a denying a whole swing. So this is just feels bad.
You might be dead to 7 Kosanji.
7 Kosanji feels like the play, but it's not enough, is it?
I mean, not necessarily, but I feel like you swing once, they do get the block.
You can just redirect into the other blocker if necessary, and then you get another event.
Yeah, that is true.
I feel like 7 Kosanji is nice.
But it's
I feel like that's gonna be the play if there's gonna be any play. Yeah, for sure. But I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
René knows it. Look how giddy he is. He's like, fuck, how do I get this? How do I get through this? He knows. He's cooked.
He's kind of in trouble.
Yeah. This is getting blocked, 100%.
Oh. No, he's not getting blocked, I guess.
Wait. Didn't he throw this earlier? Oh, it was last game. Yeah, it was last game. Yeah, now it's cooked anyways, right? Now he just blocks, use it again, blocks. Jesus. Yeah, there's no way that René wins this.
This is definitely not it.
Yeah, I don't know. The first game just stuck with me. I have no idea why, but the first game just it's just like rent free into my head now.
It might be that we do have a slightly out of date version of the list, and there's more than one. Because I do think this was the game.
Pitched one, yeah.
This was the game where he considered swinging before playing the pudding, right? And that was the first card on Trash About It. So I do think maybe we just have a slightly out of date list, and he's upped the count of the strings.
Okay, that could be. I would accept that as an argument, and not that I'm that I'm like no, what's it called in English? Schizophrenic.
Yeah. Okay, so
Germany call it schizophrenic. Can you say that?
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's that, yeah, it's schizophrenic, yeah.
No, say it in German.
Oh no, I cannot say that, dude.
Try.
No, I refuse. I don't understand the question, and I refuse to answer it. It's fine. I don't need today. I have all German commentators. You don't need me to be speaking German this time on the stream. You do have enough people. It's fine.
Okay. Would have been so funny though.
No, I think not for me.
Me something Spanish afterwards. I would have not been able to say it.
Murdered it. Yeah.
Murdered, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see how René is gonna get out of this. It's just gonna be like quadruple giant and to win. So there's the Sanji we were talking about.
It wasn't hand, right? It was just there wasn't a real window, especially not with that 2-cost event. So
it's not even anything bad. It's literally just schizophrenic. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. It's fine.
No, it is absolutely fine, but me saying it with a stolen accent is definitely not great. We managed to get this far this season. Okay. It's the last game. Yeah. I'm not risking it. It's cool.
You could see it the other way. You could say like it is the last day, and we could try something special today.
Yeah, it might as well be the last day of any season as well. It's fine, right?
Okay, second giant. Let's see if he has 2 more. That's the only way he wins this, right? Or he has it. No, even then he's not gonna win it. He's just gonna, it's just gonna be 7-7-7, and then.
I think he has one more giant. With that and the blocker, he can actually win this game.
Well, he's going into body here. What? Oh no, he did minus on the standing Sanji, I would suppose, so he can't free block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair, I guess. But then again, he like. Ami is just gonna leave all the Don up and the blockers up again. We're just gonna go back and forth until René is out of cards or out of Don. Another giant.
No,
okay, it's an event.
Oh, that's worse because that still demands 2 cards from hand. Ew.
It's like a 1k counter, basically. That's fine, I guess. It's a 1k counter.
A 2k, right? It gives you plus 2k, so it's like playing 2 2ks there. But yeah, 1k in this specific scenario, so over countering.
Yeah, exactly.
What does he have in hand that he prefers over that 2k Sanji, though? Is it just all 2ks? Yeah.
2k, and then last card. Could be an event, yeah. It can't be giant, but it can be any other event, right? It can be the one with the foot.
It can be Conqueror.
Yeah, never. You're never gonna go for game, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like going 7, the previous one, would have kind of been great, because now you're in a very weird spot where you're gonna hit a block from the Sanji. You kind of need, or you just have one more Sanji swinging at you on the way back, and that one is easy to turn into a 7k. So
I don't like Ami going 5 with leader. Not gonna lie, I don't like it. It's probably it's a bit weird, but he has 5 done, right? So going 6 wouldn't have made a big difference either.
No.
He needs to have 4 open anyway, so I guess it's okay. Yeah. I was like, well, that's why I'm saying it's at 1k basically, because you pitched a 2k. Since it's a 7k swing, you basically pitched a 2k for plus 1k, like plus 3k. I don't know if it makes sense, but like I don't know if it's understandable what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you made some sense. It's just a bit.
So let's count this back, right? So after Amir passes, René is gonna go 9 with Sanji. And Amir's gonna block, grabbing back the bullet string. Then René is gonna go 7. Or maybe he's gonna go 5 actually.
I feel like after that you just go 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you go 5, right? And then you either hope that there's not gonna be 2 more. But then again, right, you go 5, there's gonna be 1k counter. Then Amir has 2 more cards, one of them is bullet string. Then René has to go another 5. It's another card. And then he has 3 swings, and Amir still has 1 blocker and a Yeah, no, there's never a chance. There's no chance. There's literally no mathematical chance, except Amir's bricked up in these 2 cards. And even then, I don't even know if it's possible. Not gonna lie.
And we do have like Noro in the equation as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
You could just go 9, you block, you get Noro. Then there's gonna be 5, you Noro, the 5 and another body. Then there's 3. And Amir has block and event, and like, no, it's yeah, there's no way. It's over.
Yeah, it's very, very... And there's no Sanji anymore, because you know there's only one in the list, so there's no way to actually tease the second blocker and move on with your life.
I hope he didn't have the 2Ks, since the Sanji now would have been insane, right? How would you swing then? You probably just go 9 and then play Sanji, right?
Yeah, I think so. You go 9 first, wait one of the blocker, then play Sanji, and then you probably swing 5s, and eventually go for the 7 and another. But he might be short and done for Sanji anyways, right? Like I think he only has 6, so...
Did he just take away an active Don? This motherfucker. that is BM. That's actually BM. Oh wait, he takes bullet string, which is interesting. Since I feel like Noro is safer, but it probably doesn't make a whole big of a difference. So yeah. A whole lot of difference.
Okay, so we do basically need to go 7 at least.
Yeah, now it's 7.
So 7, 7, 7, 9, I guess.
Oh, so cooked. Yeah, there's no way, right? You go 9. It's getting blocked. You take another bullet string from deck. And there's another 7. Yeah, no, there's no way. He can't. He's a 9k leader from next attack on. And there's only 2 attacks. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, this is over. It has been a great game. A very long game, but it has been really, really good.
Yeah, and that's 9-9. And that's
no chance.
And Noro. Yeah.
No, it's a bullet string and a redirection.
Yeah, and that's pretty much game. That's painful to watch, but you know, I hope the audience did get a bit of positivity on it. We do congratulate Asmir on doing actually kind of really well with Duffy this season. And unfortunately, René doesn't manage to take the first position spot because he decided to play a very bad matchup that he knew he was going to play. He died with good guts, so you know that's something positive for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's a very interesting matchup to see. Since I feel like Purple Doffy is a bit overlooked right now. It is very strong, but a lot of people will not acknowledge it being that strong. UP Sanji, we obviously all know. It's kind of a meta breaker, breaking like some of the best decks in the format, losing to some others. But yeah, very, very nice showcase of seeing how much power Doffy actually does have. Yeah,
no, it's definitely... It's kind of an excruciating matchup because you do see it and you do get to understand the matchup as you witness it. So I feel like it's a good learning exercise. But like being a Sanji player on this feels like you do need to both get lucky, your opponent gets slightly unlucky, and you need to play out of your mind every single micro decision. And if all of that doesn't align, you are in a really bad spot. So yeah, sorry, René. Tough luck, I guess. But we will see what he thinks once he joins us for the next game. Okay, cool. So that was your last game this season in commentary.
Yes.
you have anything to say? Did you enjoy your time with me this time round?
I feel like the only thing I do want to say is yes, I did enjoy every single Thursday I was here commentating. It was very much fun, and I like it was 10 times better than actually playing. So if we ever like if this goes on and if we want to play another season and if this like whatever is gonna happen, I will probably rather commentate than play. So I'll definitely look out and talk to you guys about more commentating stuff. Yeah,
We are
I feel like
super
it's
happy
good
to
to
have
have.
you in that, and obviously I'd like you to play and commentate. But if you need to choose one of them, I'm definitely happy that you like to be on commentary. I'm pretty sure the audience is as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, sorry I interrupted you. I got excited over the prospect of doing more
No, no.
commentary.
The last thing I want to say is just thank you for having me. I hope you have a good break from the league right now, and I'll be back even better.
That's it. So that was Trey. He's threatening to be back even better. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We will be taking a short, like 5 to 10 minute break, maybe a bit shorter. And we will be back for game 2 with Rene not playing, but commentating instead. That's Sabaody Showdown, and we will be back shortly. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sabaody Showdown. It's me again, Gonzo, and I'm here for the second match out of 3 that we're gonna get today. Reminder, it's the season finale, so we do really appreciate everyone watching, and we wanted to thank you for the support. And here with me is my co-admin, Rene, that's gonna be doing for the 15th time or something like that, commentary on Blue Jimbe versus something, although this time the something is Yellow Luffy. How are you doing, Rene?
I'm doing fine, I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's actually been quite a nice game one, in spite of you getting the worst matchup of your deck, and Asmir seeing double Duffy in both games. It was still somewhat enjoyable, so good lessons.
Yeah, I was limit testing. Double Virgus, unfortunate, and I don't know if it was game 1 or 2. I had double Reiju prepared, and then he played second Virgo. So I guess then I just lost.
Yeah, I think that was the first one actually, because you did show Reiju to like 5-cost draw 2, don't -1 back-to-back turn, so I do think it's that one. But yeah, it's just very unfortunate because you do really need to go through double Reiju, and you also didn't see the Brochette any of the games, right? I don't think, which means that you didn't really have an out to any Virgos whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Virgos is too much. It's just too much.
Just a tiny bit. So what do you think? Are you rooting for our Fishman friend today? Or are you
I'm always
yellow
against
absolutist?
the fucking yellow Luffys. Fuck yellow Luffy.
Okay, so we are not siding with Hendrock this time around. Also, reminder, we're going to get him to join and replace Rene for the last match tonight. First time we do this talk together, so hang around for that one, and that will probably be around like 40-45 minutes from now. So let's get things started and see what this game is about. Okay, cool. So you very much hate the yellow Luffy deck. Just tell us why. Just rant
it's
a
not
bit.
getting better. It's not getting better next set.
What do you mean? There's only 3 more busted yellow cards coming out, right?
Yeah, and an entire new yellow Luffy leader that's even more 9/11 than this one.
That is... Oh yeah, that Luffy is going to be uber annoying, right? Because it's basically impossible to...
You can't kill the board. It's literally impossible. Because it's not even once per turn. They just take all their life.
Yeah.
And they don't even care because Borsalino and Zoro exist, and so they just heal back up, or Enel.
Yeah, that is actually...
For them, it's just
very, very annoying.
Cards.
I don't know what they were thinking about that, and this actually led to a lot of discussion. I'm pretty sure every card game group right now is just thinking about the bad list that we're going to be getting public like pretty shortly. And obviously, pudding is the hot card that everyone's talking about, isn't it? Like everyone is like, oh, Ban Pudding is a fake card. It just adds RNG or whatever. But I'm just trying to picture what the meta would look if we have a deck like that Luffy that basically will just take all the life, go to 9 cards in hand, and kind of get triggers and heal for no reason. And how do you actually punish that gameplay without a card like Pudding is just beyond me. I feel like without a hand size limit, it's just kind of a necessary evil, but it might still be banned because Boa is also stupid. So we'll see how that goes.
We need a Pudding that punishes large hand size, but the mulligan is the problem. Like best solution would be ban Pudding and then print like a promo pirate party Pudding that's like basically same card, maybe same stat line, and just instead of like your opponent like mulliganing 5 and like drawing 5, it's just, I don't know, discard or like bottom decks cards until there's 5 in hand. Because the amount of times I've won or lost games even by just putting my opponent on like 5 or even 6 cards is insane. Like the randomness is the problem, not the hand destruction. The hand destruction is something you can also play around. Then it also becomes more of a commitment to run the card because the card obviously is much weaker and has a lot less like applications. So then it's more of a cost to even including it in the deck list. So I think we need like something in that sense, because otherwise decks like Kalgara or more like most green decks like Mihawk, they just go crazy with infinite cards in hand, I think.
Honestly, even like 6k leaders would just go to the same problem and just like play things that replace themselves, be a big leader with Gangnam Giant, and just be kind of completely overpowering. Okay, we have missed the first couple of turns of the game, and we did see Luffy counter heavy early on after bringing a big swing and picking up a 2k of that Lilith that basically has already been discarded.
We've seen that He played like the forecast fish without any targets, so he probably has no 1-drops in his hand. Probably his hand is full of Josus, Fisher Tigers, 8-cost Jimbes, probably. So.
And there we go. Nami comes round, and now the 3 life Kikus will be live from the yellow Luffy
Why does he
stick.
have a proxy Nami? I feel like on his stream I've opened him, like watched him open a bunch of EBO 3 boxes.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But
honestly, I would sell them too if I was him and just print proxies because they're like 30 euros or some shit.
They are very, very expensive, actually. I'm genuinely terrified about the health of the game as well, because distribution models don't seem to be doing that great, but we will kind of move on with it. Okay, that picked up the Jimbe. Jimbe's a 2K, right? That you get to play. It's a 6-cost.
Yeah, it's
2K.
2K.
Okay, that wasn't the most impactful trigger. At least Luffy's somehow on 3 life now, so Jimbe needs to keep setting up. Next turn he can drop the Robin though, so he will probably be on 4 life again.
Yeah, Robin's such a strong card. Heal without like having cost to it, like no cards, kind of like Bossa. It's definitely insane.
We see finding Robin and immediately forcing the mulligan, so we're going down to cards, and I think there were 2 or 3 Robins on that, so definitely a very well timed one. The speed of this matchup is kind of insane, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, one is a aggro deck, the other one is a curve deck, so both have very straight goals.
Yeah, that's very fair.
One probably one just tries to survive, the other one tries to kill him. I played the matchup in my Chinoiska Brown Mufti deck, the only games that I played on Jinbei, basically, where I promised you to play GP and then didn't.
You lied to me. You failed me and the GP community.
I mean, I tried, and like I gave the deck like 3 games, and then I realized I hate GP, so then I didn't play it.
It's always the same thing, isn't it? You're just not a big fan of it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's sad because
I played against one on Sim today, and
you destroy them.
it was OP15. I played Lucy. That matchup was like unplayable, and like all the 6Ks, he ran Mama Ragan, so I didn't even get cards out of his hand.
Yeah, that card is very, very good on that deck, I think. Like, I was just gonna say that the deck might actually get a second wind out of that. I guess Putin is good, but not good enough because we still have the Robin on 7.
Yeah, still drew the Robin. 4 life. A lot of things, like a Fisher Tiger now would be insane, because you have so much stuff on board to make use of the cards that you have to discard. Because in some games that I played Jinbei, it just felt like it just becomes like a random 11k that goes into nowhere.
Okay, Luffy's
So
taking...
if he has Fisher Tiger now. But I mean, if he had Fisher Tiger, he would have played it already. So looks more like a Josu turn, possibly.
That is a bit unfortunate, I'd say. That means the leader is 7k for the rest of the turn, right? Or is it until next turn?
Until next turn, so the leader also swings 7k.
That is very brutal. Yeah, just a turn, as you were calling. I guess Nami is going back to hand. It's also a bit unfortunate, right? Because you do get...
You're missing out on like 1 5k swing, because otherwise like you wouldn't have the done to make it 2 5ks anyways, because you bounce one of the 1-drops before they swing. So I think it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but like, what I mean is now that Nami will actually burn alive and you do get to do 2 swings, but I guess you're kind of a lethal at this point if you play the Nami, so...
Yeah, Nami doesn't seem like it would be a great choice here. I mean, maybe it's still the best that he has. It sets up lethal for the SD29 as well, kind of. Because if you're Nami and then you have 2 big swings into life, then you could threaten like lethal next turn.
Yep. Okay.
But then you also have to worry about trying to survive yourself.
That's an old
Which
Robin.
from 2 life Could be possible.
Okay, so we basically putting 2 Robins into 2 more Robins. So we're kind of good to
Yeah.
go there.
So Hendrik cheated, basically. That's what we're saying.
No, well, we don't believe our players are cheating, but yeah, effectively he got very, very lucky.
I always cheat. I don't know what the other players are doing. I always cheat.
You're really actively
And
trying to
then-
get us cancelled, huh?
Yeah, and I always cheat. And then the VOD that I upload, it's edited. I cut them out the parts where I cheat.
Very fair.
Yeah, Jinbei very strong bouncing the Robin. I mean, your opponent gets to heal again, but you have a lot more swings than they get life from the Robin, so
Yeah.
still insane tempo.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate like swinging a few 5Ks now, because like he kind of has to counter all these 5s, and then maybe even just going the 10 hit to
Into Robin. Yeah, I
or
think
making it like a 12K. Yeah, I would definitely start with like a 5, because there's no way your opponent takes the first 5K.
no, I guess we're just going for it. You're gonna give me some cards. I guess it's fine, right? Like give 2 cards here.
Oh,
He got scammed.
It's not a card that a lot of players run in the deck. It's probably also not like too much, like high of a ratio.
Oh, that is very, very unfortunate. I guess you need to go another 7 at life now, right?
You could, I guess, play around it by just starting 12K or something into the Robin. But I think in most spots you would expect it to be the unblockable as like the one down up.
Yeah.
He even plays 3 of them, so he plays a lot of the You'll Frighten Me.
I wouldn't actually hate going 9 here, but because there's no like real lethal situation with 3 cards in life, even with the 4 swings, like that. It's a very small baby. Okay, there we go. And Nami goes away with another Jinbei, okay? Now Hendrick's on a fairly weird spot for survival, right? We're gonna wipe the board to some extent. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you need to heal and you need to clear. I mean, you probably can't clear the Jozo because you also need to heal.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably investing at least 7 Don for it because he doesn't run Kuma. So best you could do is like an 11 into the Jozo, but if he has some 2Ks on his hand, then okay, it's the take. So I guess there's no
Heal.
1K in his hand. But also means he can't heal using Robin because he has 0 life. But even if he would heal to 1, he probably would still be dead. So kind of has to go for game, which seems unlikely. Robin, the swings just aren't big enough. Even with like Nika's Bonnie burning alive, as soon as you get out of like the 2 5Ks here, you'll just win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's game. He was definitely baiting the yellow Bonnie play here, seeing whether he took the early life. And then you get to Bonnie and punish, but definitely not enough.
Yeah,
When his lethal
even
was...
if it's unlikely, chances aren't 0 that your opponent has no 1Ks in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you might as
It's
well
just very unlikely.
throw it out. That was kind of incredibly fast-paced, which is pretty normal for our... sorry, the other way around. For our fish deck. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't feel specifically advantageous to Jinbei either, right? I did get the feeling Trigger wasn't very kind to Hendrik, so if he cheated kind of bad on this one.
Yeah, low amounts of counter. The pudding probably hurt as well. He had like a double 1-drop start, but like he didn't have a body to play off the forecast. But still a lot of pressure. Double 1-drop into like even like any forecast, even if it's just 1 body, still 3 bodies. Which if there was like a fish or tiger would be a lot of swings.
Yeah, that's definitely it. It just felt that we did see a bit of a lower power side of both decks to an extent. Except for just putting on curve, I suppose. Everything else was like
yes, the 29 I
mid.
think just played everything as best, like they saw the best cards possible, right? Just Nami into
Robin into
Robin.
Robin. Yeah, just not the triggers. And he did have the Bonnie
Yeah.
as well. Like Henrock had the possibility of playing Robin
Yeah.
Bonnie if he needed to, or had he been able to take one more life, it might have been an interesting spot to be on.
I mean, deck only has 12 impactful triggers, like body triggers, and we saw one Sanji, I think, but that didn't actually matter that much. Like, the early game, Akiko to trade back into board or Sanji to trade back into board would be nice, but late game's probably not that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah, that is very, very fair. Okay.
But yeah, with 12 targets only, you have 24% chance for your life to be trigger body, so 24%. It's not that high.
No, I guess not. Even if you have 6 life, you're not going to see that many of them. So, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it's always 50-50, trigger body or not trigger body, right?
Yeah,
Always
50% chance. Either it is or it isn't.
Yeah.
Uh,
You need the young Sheldon meme where he's like talking to the guy from the church about math. I don't know if you know that clip.
I do. Have you
Okay,
actually
'cause
watched the series or just seen the clip for memes and purposes?
I was about to say it because you probably haven't seen the show. I don't know if you have.
I have.
And I've seen it on yeah, because I've seen it on TikTok, but I don't think you're kind of an unk.
I am kind of an unk.
Probably-
Yeah, I do get Instagram reels, but I am kind of an unk. Okay, we see Arlong here, which we did not get to witness last game, and I that's a good card for this matchup, definitely. If like Luffy doesn't really pressure you early enough that much, so if you counter out of this first swing, you're gonna probably get to do 2 of the Arlong swings unless it dies. Ooh, Kiku. Not very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a 1-drop would be nice, because then you could 1-drop a bounce low bounce to Kiku.
Yeah.
And then like use leader to get the Arlong to swing.
That's not gonna be the case this time. Okay, so that Arlong basically took 2 cards from hand. He's effectively a 7k swing. And
Oh, then he's really going down land size.
ooh, that is brutal.
Actually burning life in the opponent's turn.
And getting closer to the any trigger Kikus actually being trigger Kikus from life. That's good. That was a good body trigger. I'm gonna say this is starting to feel like this game is a bit more coded.
An inexpensive body trigger, I would say, especially after the Arlong. The Arlong is so annoying when you play against Jinbei. They're putting you first, then swing Arlong, because you probably have to counter and then bottom deck another card, so you're kind of going down from whatever you had to like 3 cards in hand.
Or just take the life, which is also not great.
Yeah, then you're going to 4 and then take the life, which also is an option.
Okay, we do get
So,
a perfume
Fima.
trigger.
Yeah, I mean the deck doesn't run too many blockers. Mainly the Robin 2k only, I think. And that one you can also use the law to deal with it, so not necessarily a priority card.
Definitely not one of the key ones you wonder. It does let you cheat lethal a bit towards the end of the game, but he's playing a couple of them. Right, are we on how many? 2. Yeah, so I guess if you really need to see one, you might find it again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of the 2 is the aggro deck in this point, because it's starting to look like it's the yellow one. It's kind of wild that Melody hasn't seen a single 1-drop yet, and he's just like hard playing
the
those
problem in my
gymnasts.
Chinoise Cup too. I wanted to play the other 1-drop, the one that if you have a touchdown on it, it draws a card when it dies. Because
Hachan, right?
When your opponent kind of still has to trade into it, so you get the card back. It's just a bit slow. It doesn't work as well for like bouncing, because like the other 2 draw you cards when you play them. So if you play them, bounce them, you kind of make up like you get resources.
But not this
for
one.
that one, it wouldn't work. But at least you have a 1-drop in your deck. It takes some space, but I feel like 8 1-drops Like sometimes you still miss them, so I would like to have like 10.
It does feel like you should have a one drop that looks for like merfolk or fishman, right? Like that should be a thing.
I mean, you have a one drop that looks for literally any card.
Yeah, I know,
So-
I know.
But yeah, one drop that would find other one drops would also be strong, yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of card that every archetype has. It's just like sometimes it's off color, right? Like you would basically want a Kami here. That's a 2K
Yeah.
rather than a 0. But yeah.
I mean, you could also just play the superior fish deck and then you wouldn't have these problems.
Yes, and I guess you can tell our audience what the superior fish deck is. Maybe you will play it on Bond and let me play in Sanji on my own.
I will have it with me, and I'm debating if I get shit on day one. Maybe I'll play Shiroshi day 2.
Easy stuff.
I might actually. And honestly, at this point, might be better than Sanji. Deck's so broken, wins everything. No bad matchups.
They have no bad matchups. I feel like
Oh, I
Sanji
feel-
might actually not be great, right?
No, I think Sanji's free. They have to like Giga High roll the early game to keep up, and if they don't, then at some point you only spam 7 costs. So then like even like replacing your 2-cost Shiroshi is fine because whatever.
Yeah.
Like the 2-cost Shiroshi doesn't protect 7-cost cards anyways.
That is true. I guess Red Rock
I
is
played it from both sides so far, and I don't know, it just felt very like
one-sided.
unfortunate for Sanji.
Yeah, I guess when I played it wasn't really great. I did miss to find an extra buff, so I only saw one all game, which didn't help me. But yeah, I guess if you don't get to somehow Gravity Blade them early through a Rayu, you don't really get to do anything that good.
Yeah, if the first 2 5-drops stick and swing, and then there's 7 costs coming as well, then it's terrible. But I mean, most Shiroshi lists are bad, so then it's probably Sanji favored. But I think with my list, there's no way I'm losing to Sanji.
Okay, we're seeing some desperate moves over here where we're swinging at board like a maniac.
Yeah, I also had to play the Koala down to like have a target to bounce.
And there's Bonnie. Okay,
Genau.
so we just talked through the game.
Yeah, this game just kind of like the Jinbe deck kind of fell apart.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty much it. And also we did get to see which one of the two was the really aggro deck, and it was the Yellow Luffy one, for sure.
I mean, yeah, Yellow Luffy can be aggressive. Like a body trigger is definitely something. Like a free 6k body, and then you have like Bonnie for late game. Can put a lot of pressure, especially because Jinbe is kind of a glass cannon deck. Because even though you draw like cards of Fisher Tiger, if you don't play Fisher Tiger, like you don't really have defense in that deck.
Yeah, that
no
is
events, no blockers, no nothing. So
that's very
yeah.
true. You just need the race to go your way, and you do run a decent amount of 2Ks, but you also need to discard a decent amount of cards to actually have pressure, because you do have like tiny puny bodies to be swinging with that become very big on offense at the expense of your defenses. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. And Robin and Kid are not good cards to see in front of you if you cannot close the gap quick enough. And when you don't see, I guess, double 1K into low plus other things, you don't get to punish as much. Okay, I can see that Hendrix on chat, so I guess we don't have to be making up any time to make sure he makes it to the next game. So let me just do a bit of production magic and move us forward to when they stop shuffling, which they are very thorough about. I'm gonna say that's good. I don't know if it has anything to do with close-up magic, but it's at least very, very good. Okay, there we go. And some transitioning again.
I wanna play Shiroshi in Bonn just to use my fish sleeves and fish deck. Like that's a good fitting theme.
I mean, only specifically to play into Melody and determining who's the alpha fish in the format.
Actually, weird matchup. I played it like once or twice, I think. In theory, it should be good for Shiroshi because you can like heal back up. Like if he puts you to 0, like you don't die to the unblockable and stuff. Or what's really annoying is that you're missing out on the window to like trade back into the weenies. So they just swing a bunch of times before you can actually kill them. So it's a weird matchup. I'm not sure who's favored or not.
Time to
I mean,
play
of course
some
it's me, but
Rashomon then and just destroy the 1Ks when rested.
yeah, actually.
Some fish.
Play Megalo turn 2.
Just on one play Megalo and leave some Dawn up so you can protect it on
If
the
they
way back.
start, like if your opponent has a tap searcher like Bonnie, and if they start with that on starting hand, it usually turns into draw 3 because you have no way of dealing with it before that. And then turns into draw 3 and block because you have to swing your, at least your 5 cost into it.
Yep.
So
we actually saw you on
yes.
stream last week, and I if I were on your spot, I would genuinely consider attaching 3 Dawn to my Hirahoshi Searcher and swinging at the Bonnie, just to damage control a bit. But I guess you'd really needed to find some business as well, so it was a very annoying scenario.
I mean,
but I'm pretty sure
honestly,
you thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, for Bonnie, to be fair, it's like if Bonnie does it, I'm not too worried because actually I don't care about them having a bunch of cards because like my swings at their board, like their mid-range bodies are so big at some point because the 7 costs me 1 Dawn and has 8k power and crush, right? So they can't keep their board alive anyways, and I could Megalo like a Cavendish or something if I really needed to. And the Bonnie Searcher doesn't actually find them good cards, like it only finds them 2ks basically, and like some mid-range pieces, which I don't really care about. So it's not the end of the world. If they stacked up on like 3 10-cost Dofis using Bonnie Search, then I'd be more worried.
Yeah, I guess they do get to find low on Beppo, right? But that's pretty much about it. And it's
but Bonnie doesn't play that card usually. I wouldn't expect, like, at least not many, like 1 or like 2 copies, but I think most people just max out on the Dofi.
Okay, Lily does find the Bonnie top end for Yellow Luffy, which I'm fairly confident is not gonna get to be the same one if the plan goes according to Jinbe's preferences, right? Because we might find the pudding somewhat easily at this time.
We do have we have a 1-drop, so it's already looking better than the first game. We only have 1-drop,
and we do have a law, so we will get to play the same 1-drop again if it doesn't die a terrible death.
I miss Dofi. This is just worse Dofi, I feel like, to a degree. I miss Blue Dofi.
I'm pretty sure that...
I hope Jinbei gets unbanned and we can play it in the Eternal format. But I feel like if it was getting unbanned and we could play it in Eternal, then they would have told us already. Because I like wasn't Moby Dick, Ice Age, and Anis Lobby and stuff, they're all unbanned already for the Eternal format.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like then they would have just put Jinbei on that list as well.
I think they might have been needing a bit more time for it because Jinbei is a very proactive card, while all of these Lucci cards are completely irrelevant to the non-Eternal format, while Jinbei coming back might actually push this Jinbei and other blue decks back in the picture, right? Like Sanji could be running some Warlord engine as well, even though it would be a bunch of like random terrible cards. But you know, there's a couple of decks that could benefit from it.
I could see Boa running it.
Yeah. Would be kind of a bit weird, but yeah, I'm pretty sure someone crazy could.
But yeah, starting Monday, Boa is not gonna be a deck anymore, so we're fine with that.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
If they don't ban Pudding, I'm crashing out. I mean, I guess I'm not crashing out because I own 2 SPs. So I'm so it's like win-lose. Like, lose gameplay wise, win having 2 SPs. But I think the value of that card is probably gonna hold. I don't think it's gonna drop too bad. I think it's already getting like lower because people expect it to be banned, and then if it's banned, it goes down a bit, and then at some point, just because it's like it's probably gonna get back up. It's an SP. It's PIB2.
I don't think it's gonna get banned, but I also didn't think Moria was gonna get banned last time, so I'm probably wrong.
I mean, we had like a few ban lists without Moria getting banned, and we also all thought Giant is going to be banned, and then Giant's did a thing. So yeah, maybe Pudding will be a thing.
I feel like if Pudding goes away, they might need to take Giant away from us at the same time.
Maybe. Okay, we see Nami in a big swing. This Nami card, I feel like, should not exist.
That card is not good. Yeah, it's not good for anyone except the player.
He just took 2 life from him for in 1 turn, and then I mean I guess blue can deal with that card quite easily, but some decks like they can't really deal with that.
And it's
like
not.
If you have Jozo here is good. If you have basically just Jozo.
Yeah, but you do need another Josu because you don't want to spend the turn doing a red rock on that thing or a gravity blade to one body. So
yeah, that would be horrible. Honestly, if I'm Sanji, I'm red rocking this. Don't care. But if I'm Jinbei, I'd rather not be spending my turn red rocking this.
Yeah, That's definitely not it.
But yeah, in combination with like 8-cost Kid and 9-cost Robin, like the curve of Nami, Robin, Nami, Kid, Bonnie, you just lose all your life for actually being attacked. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, he's goated. I mean, now Gravity Blade would be good, but of course he's not running it, so...
Yeah, but also he has already used 2 of his dons, so he won't be able to Gravity Blade anything.
Wait, he doesn't run 5-cost Rager? Cringe.
I really wish that card was playable elsewhere. It's a shame.
I mean, not in Jinbei, hopefully.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If you somehow manage to put it into the deck, just go for it. It's fine. But definitely on other purple decks, it would be quite good.
We should after this stream play a mirror match of the
Rainbow Luffy Reiju deck.
I feel like we could improve that.
I feel like we could make some really, really wild things with that. Maybe we should do like an 8-person tournament or something. Just like everyone needs to play yellow Rainbow Luffy, and you need to like cook a different list somehow. Just like be creative, you know? Like I don't know, you get to play the Doflamingo package or something. I don't care. There's a bunch of really good cards you could abuse with that leader.
Yeah, I wonder what would be the best 50 for that deck. Probably not German cards, although maybe it is. Maybe it's still Baby Rager, Big Rager. Maybe that's still a good thing because it's 2 don't draw 2.
Yeah, I think that one's
it's
definitely worth it.
Though.
It is not dot draw 3, but still 2 don't draw 2 is very, very good. The other Reiju would be very good as well.
Yeah, that deck you can combine all the Rages. Wait, was the deck even running the 5-cost Rager? Well,
I don't think it was. I think the one you sent me didn't.
It wasn't, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it wasn't.
You were just running Morias. It was Reiju with Morias. That was it.
Yeah, what the fuck? Of course, I feel like we're for sure playing 5-cost Ranger.
Yeah. Okay, that is a big Jinbe going at board. I do feel like this is the most interesting game we're having because there's actually some back and forth on it.
Yeah, and it's the one that we pay the least attention to it because I'm right now looking for Rainbow Luffy deck lists.
You're ranting. Yeah. Okay, 7 lead. So basically, I think Hendrock here played around putting as much as possible, which is somewhat unfortunate because he has already done at least 2 life triggers out of the 3 life he's taken.
Yeah, Jinbei, Kiku.
Yeah. So
it's actually quite big because he's still at 3 life, right? So he's quite healthy, and if you use this Kiku to like burn an extra life, maybe swing 7 here. Okay, he only goes 5 and 6.
Okay. Yeah,
if you had 7, if he goes 7 here, for example, then he needs to get 1 cannon, otherwise he's just dead to 9-cost Bonnie.
Yeah.
But it looks like he has no 9-cost. So otherwise you would for sure swing 7.
He did find one early on. Like he searched for one with Lilith.
Oh yeah, true. Why were we not swinging 5 and 7?
I do feel like that was definitely the play here. Do you have any excuses on chat, Hendrock? You're still there?
It's 5-7. If he doesn't have 1k, 2k, 1k in hand, then he just dies.
GG. Yeah.
I guess if he has 2k in hand, both life are 2ks, then he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And it's 10 on 3 2ks.
Yeah, but in that case, you counter the 7 anyways, right?
No, let's say his hand is 2k and a break, and both life are 2k, then you wouldn't die to Bonnie. Because then you have 3 2ks.
Oh, I see. So both life are 2ks and you have 2k.
Yeah, that's the loose con, basically.
Yeah, but that's still...
I think I didn't do enough math.
That's very fair.
Pepper Age Lucy event, kind of. What? Lucy events?
He's just talking about rainbow possibilities.
He's at 3 life and he's used the event that doesn't work at 3 life. Typical yellow player doesn't know what his deck does, still wins.
Oh my god, yeah. That's definitely not it. Did either of you realize on this one, Hendrock? You used the event too early?
We'll see if the Jinbei swings, then we know.
Oh, he realized it. Melody realized it. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't really feel
Well,
like
you're
it's
dead
gonna make a
anyways, right?
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, Melody just lost anyways.
Yeah, you cannot get that life. Did he also like 2k, 1k out of it?
I mean, yeah, you can swing a bunch and then concede, basically. Are we just checking if there's more trigger bodies? Yeah, I guess that's one.
That is a good body to be triggering as well. Yeah, who cares? Fine, take. Do your worst. Okay, and that is some yellow gameplay happening. Right
Yeah,
live.
if I'm playing Sim,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
also
some very bad manners. That is some very bad manners from Hendrock here. He's gonna have to excuse himself on stream live right after this.
yeah, important.
Yeah, you need to apologize to our audience for doing that. That feels unnecessary. Just swing with the bunny. Oh my. Okay, so I guess you are a very big fan of the result of this game, right? Because you were heavily supporting Yellow Luffy on this game and every
I
game.
love Yellow Luffy. I've never said anything bad about Yellow Luffy. Yellow Luffy, best deck. Please all play Sky Luffy next set. I love that deck. I love that leader. I really think that leader is nice designed. Really like not once per turn like effects that don't punish my opponent for like overcounting, so I can't even starve him. I love it. I love interactive gameplay. I love being not punished for bad One Piece fundamentals. I like it.
Yeah, that's.
I also want to play. Never want to play my Sakazuki deck again because I hate removal. I needed
too interactive.
I needed 6 1-drops in every color. I think we also should like print 5 more puddings, and then print 5 more 8-cost Gekimorias and unban it. So I think Bandai is doing a really great job at designing this game. I love it. Please sponsor us. I would support it.
That's it, Bandai. Good stuff. Keep going yellow, I guess. It's the only thing Rene wanted to summarize into this.
Yes, and ban Green Bonnie Leader.
That as well. It's too interactive. Just that's it. We cannot have people winning 7 heroine caps back to back. It's not good for yellow players specifically. Cool. So that was game match 2 out of 3. Last game we do together this season, Rene. Anything else you want to say to the audience other than how much you love yellow and dislike interaction?
Lucy best deck in format.
Even counting Eternal? Or not counting Eternal?
I don't know, but what would be the best Eternal format deck then?
I think Jake has a very strong opinion about this, so let's just check chat. But yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I mean, unban Jinbei for Eternal, then it's Dofi, because I want to play Dofi again.
Yeah, very fair. Very fair. I can see that, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just Lucci, right? It could be just like Loop Lucci again, as you played in non-Eternal. It could be good in Eternal, where you actually can play it.
Yeah, I wish we had that deck. We wish that we had that deck with all the like block 1 cards. Yeah. Yeah, they're too strong.
Yeah.
They rotated it.
It would definitely be fun. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave you with those words. We're gonna take a short break again, and we will be right back in about 5 minutes with Hendrock being on the commentary booth rather than gameplay. We are doing a bit of a transition from player to commentator today. We got Rene gameplay into Rene commentary, and now we're gonna get Hendrock gameplay into Hendrock apology into Hendrock commentary. So hold on to your seats. We will be back in 5 minutes, and this is Sabaody Showdown. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sabaody Showdown. It's the last match of the last show of this season of Sabaody, and it's me, Gonzo again. You cannot really get rid of me. I have contractual obligations, and I kind of need to be here all the time, otherwise I'll get in trouble with our admins. And this time I do get one of our previous players, who is probably the best yellow player I've seen on screen, because it's the only one that I've seen doing these things. That he's going to talk about himself. Hedrock, how are you doing today? Really nice to have you.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I think it's hilarious that I get an introduction as a yellow player. Since I think I've never played yellow in a real life tournament before, except on stream here.
Yeah,
So
I think it's probably because you would be too busted. I think it's just like you are giving everyone else a chance to play the game, and I'm kind of happy you didn't play it in any tournament, because you would be in more trouble with those plays in a round. But yeah, no, that was cool. Did you enjoy the triggered happy nature of Yellow Luffy, or are you Team Rene and absolutely despise it or love it?
I'm. It's actually quite funny. When I went to Japan, there was EBO 3 meta, and the yellow Luffy deck just came out. And since when I played the tournament, there everybody was testing yellow Luffy, so I played against the deck in like, I don't know, 4 of 8 rounds or something. So I came back and our meta started without EBO 3. I was just like playing yellow Luffy because I thought it was so much fun. And now I'm still sometimes just as my fun deck, I'm still playing it. So yeah.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
still a fan of it, but playing against it is not as much fun if they trigger good.
No, I do feel like it can be a very frustrating situation, and it's always somewhat tricky. Even if they don't see the triggers, you're always like in tension the whole game. Every time you do a swing, you need to kind of calculate, can I afford to deal with the body afterwards? Do I have a response? Do I need to like stand back? But it's really punishing, right? Because you cannot afford to like starve them forever. The top end is just gonna kill you if they get lucky enough. So you kind of gotta swing.
Starve yellow Luffy. Like with no deck in EBO 3, you cannot starve yellow Luffy, I think, with no deck at all, because they have Robin now, and you can't remove Robin at all. And since like if they just draw like 1 or 2 Robins and you starve them, they are at 8 life, so you'll never finish them, I think. That was like the first thing that like a pro Japanese player told me: never starve yellow Luffy, and that's how like after EBO 3 release, you can never starve him as far as I know. So yeah.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like you just have to be lucky that they don't trigger. That's our game plan, I think.
That's it. Just pray to Orange Jesus and you should be pretty much fine. Okay, but like fortunately for you, we are not gonna get to see any more Yellow Luffy or Yellow in general playback this time around. The game I invited you to is Mihawk into Vivi, and we got Prowder playing Mihawk and Sebi repeating his Vivi adventures from last week with some interesting decklists that you guys can see on chat. Let's kind of get to it. Have you played either of these decks, like in a real tournament setting?
Not in a real tournament. I played a little bit of Mihawk in EBO. What is it? Pre-EBO 3. I played a little bit of Mihawk. But I was not the biggest fan of it yet. So I'm excited to see the matchup. It's completely new for me. And Vivi, I also haven't played yet, but I think I saw a lot of people playing it. The Berlin guys from Germany are really coping with it for Bonn, so I'm really excited to see some gameplay from Sebi with it.
I do feel like it's been a very, very popular deck, and obviously the system we've had with Heroines Cups is make everyone at least play into it a couple of times if they got lucky enough to play any of this. And the deck is very interesting, right? Because you do get a lot of different blue and red decks with it. Like it does feel a bit like Marco, but also like weirdly enough a go wide deck with like a spiritual successor to Doffy that we can have right now with the 5 cost and 7 cost Vivis, just like dropping extra bodies, while pretty much everything they play replaces themselves as well, or lowers cut hand size on the opponent. So it's kind of very cool.
And we also see the craziest part about Vivi. He's a slash leader. So Mihawk is a 6k leader the whole game.
Yeah,
kind of insane.
That is actually very wild. You won't get to raise Mihawk early on, so you're going to have to be trusting your big bodies to deal with the situation. So I guess Saka and any Shanks or Kaidos that you get to play are going to have to be the heavy hitters into Mihawk, because yeah, it's bigger and badder than usual, and Vivi can get a bit squishy if gets pressured properly. So I think just that Mihawk being able to swing a bit taller somewhat easily, it might make your math a bit more complicated, even though you do have access to the red radical beam, I suppose. They don't tend to run more than 2 or 3 copies, so whew.
Yeah, I was just thinking, what is the gameplay of Vivi in this matchup? I think it's probably just going board and removing everything Mihawk drops, like kind of like a attacking removal deck, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, Shanks is 9k. I was like, you can probably clear Shanks. If like Shanks was an 8k, it would be easy to clear with like Ben Beckman and leader ability.
Yeah.
But since Shanks is a 9k, I think this might be the most like crucial part for Prowder here to get to find the Shanks early. I feel like that character would make the difference in this matchup.
No, that is very likely, and I do believe that for Vivi it's going to be those Namis doing a bit of heavy lifting, because you do need Nami plus leader ability, right, to wipe the Shanks. So that's kind of where things are going to have to be. Ooh.
Well, Sebi already found one, so we'll have to see. And Sebi also reading the cards. I love it.
You know,
that's just
we just
playing
need
every deck at local.
we need to make sure that we don't cheat on screen. You know, like not everyone is skilled at that ability. So, but I do like Igaram here, right? Because it basically forces Prowder to take some choices, and now he's gonna have to swing at it somehow. So yeah. Blocker that replaces itself.
Who doesn't know what what is the name again? Igaram? Igaram?
Yeah.
He gives your leader minus 5k, I think, once you activate his main ability, so...
No swinging.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can see some excitement on chat, specifically Jake still talking about Iceberg somehow, so we might get to chat a bit about that on the on the break and see what we think about best deck in Eternal format according to Jake.
I don't know how he gets to Skyberg. Skyberg is crazy.
Yeah, you know, you just play the zero cost events and the NLs and kind of walk with your life and Galila company stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in the break. I have to open some deck list. Jake, please send us a deck, link or something in chat. I want to see the deck list.
That's it. We got peak interest from commentary here, Jake. Please carry on and give us some Iceberg cope.
Yeah, really interested in that. But yeah, the game right now is kind of as we expected. Like the Vivi wants to drop her Vivi Nami combo, and think Prowder will probably just follow up with the Shanks if he has it. I don't think he found it with the Searcher yet, so we'll have to see how lucky he gets.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and now we do make the Nami rush, and we go 7 out of 6, which is it's okay actually. I guess it's not like Mihawk can afford to give you 2Ks that often, so there we go.
I think it's good. On the other hand, if Mihawk has Shanks now, he could just hit Vivi for like 7-7 or 7-8, and like Vivi would be so behind already. Like she would be in lethal range already.
Yeah, it would be very tricky. We do have the blocker that is gonna eat a 2k away, but yeah, like just going 7-8 means
if he has Shanks, he can just rest the blocker.
Oh, true.
It all depends now if like what he has. Otherwise, the law turn is also quite fine. Just 6 cost law, bounce some searcher, and go wide.
Sebi does have a very, very healthy hand size, so that might be that.
Okay, he's actually just gonna boost her up to 8k. Now he's gonna play law, bounce the Kid Killer, and probably play the Kid Killer again. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay, Sebi has a huge hand though. Maybe he can just counter out of a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, that might absolutely be it. No, Nami can get swung into.
Oh.
Oh,
He drops a 10 cost Shanks. I did not see that one coming. But maybe he also already decided that like the game is he's in danger already. I'm not sure.
I mean, he probably is, but there has to be other bricks that you want to remove before that. I guess maybe you're swimming on Red Rocks, or there's some Brain Galaxy gameplay that we can.
Wait, he's not playing Red Rock. I'm looking at this list at the moment. He's playing 2 Shanks only, and other removal would be the Fob and Backman, I think. And that's kind of it. Now I'm scared for Sebi.
Yeah, me too. Okay, that's locking the blocker probably. That's Supernova Vivi or one of the Dawn. Okay.
Wait, what is it gonna do with the other 3 Dawn? Is it just the event? Okay, so whole board is freezed pretty much.
Okay, I guess he just
So
bad manner in here.
He froze it Dawn, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that Searcher Vivi does get to restand itself, right? But that's about it.
Crazy. Okay, this is interesting now. If he has the Ben Bakeman, would he rather like remove the Bonnie and attack with him? Or like remove the law and attack with Backman, or would he use lead ability first to remove the... Oh right, you can't remove Tashiki because of her ability, I'm stupid.
Yeah, you kind of just probably Beckman the law and swing into the Bonnie that has been reduced after. Yeah.
He has to have Backman with that you chant, right? Yeah, he's tapping 7 Don. Let's see, Vivi or Backman?
Vivi.
Oh, it's Vivi.
Into Shaka Pell. Draw 2 cards. It's a bit of a shame because he's 1k off that 1 cost BB being able to swing into Bonnie.
True. The Bonnie is at, what is it, 3k now? Yeah, but the Frozen Dawn is actually good.
Yeah. I get the feeling I might have even reduced the law on that spot. Because I don't think you'd protect from a 9 anyways, but it would be somewhat sensible to block the 9k with a 6 plus a 4k event, right?
You had 1 life, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so that's not a real blocker. Yep, I'm brain farting as well. I do apologize.
It's a long day, no worries.
Yeah.
You already commentated like, how many games?
5 games. 5 games.
5 games, crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just think about regionals when you play. After 5 games at regional, my head is normally fried already if I don't know the deck very good.
No, that's absolutely true. You do need some muscle memory to make this happen properly.
Yeah.
I might be regretting my choices to go Sanji because I do have enough reps with the deck, but I still need to think hard every time about the ordering of the deck and whatnot. So it might not be the best choice for Bon. Only people like Rene can actually pull this off seamlessly.
I think it's, but I think we'll have to see how the meta evolves. But at the moment, I think it's a good call with Sanji. How the meta is looking at the moment.
Yeah, it does feel like a bunch of us kind of gave up a bit on Emu. Like I do expect some Emu players to be there, but not as much as Dusseldorf, which basically was 50% chance to play a mirror match on Emu. So we'll see.
I think it's also like we always get very like if you look at the sim at the moment, like the meta would look perfectly for Emu, a high elo sim.
Yeah.
But you never know how it is in Bon at the end, so we will have to see. Wait, he just trashed his Shanks, so he draw into it probably from his last Bonnie draw.
Or he might have decided that that's not the plan, I suppose.
Could also be true. Okay, he uses the Tashiki effect. And to be honest, Vivi is in kind of in trouble if he just hits big 2 times here, right? Something like, what could he do, like 8-9 or something? Vivi doesn't have a Don open.
Yeah.
Would go kind of hard.
I'm also
Okay.
kind of very surprised because we did see the Beckman in hand. He just trashed both Shanks the previous turn and Beckman this turn, so
Yeah.
I'm getting slightly confused about the Vivi's intentions this game.
So yeah, the thing is only with Vivi blocker, it's will be kind of hard. You'll have to see because like Mihawk can rest it so easily.
Mhm.
Will be interesting. I'm not sure how Vivi will make a comeback here. This seems kind of rough.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
So Mihawk also had the going first curve, so maybe it's kind of dependable in this matchup as well. I guess Prowder won the dice roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the case for sure. We just reached the 8 on the 10 on turn, and it wouldn't be a bad turn to drop Tenko Shanks, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now.
I'm not sure. Would 10 cost Shanks even do a difference here? You could shoot the Bonnie, hit into the law, and then Mihawk has 2 big hits to finish the game, or to at least pressure into the game.
I guess with leader ability, you do get to reduce the law to a 4K and swing in, or even a 3K, swing into it while you just wipe the Bonnie and then swing with Shanks into the 8K Tashigi.
Yeah, you can definitely remove. I totally forgot he already has like a huge board. Like on the other hand, he has a good board built already. Oh, interesting. Wait, he plays the Sanjay. I didn't look at this list good enough, I think.
Yeah, I think the Sanji was in there. Let me just double check again, but pretty sure.
3 Sanjis.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
He's playing a very aggressive list, yes.
Which is very mismatched into this specific pairing because the 6K actually makes a very real difference in here. Yeah, there we go. Now Vivi does get to swing somewhere, which is positive. Ooh, that's groundbreaking. That Tashigi is not dying.
But we knew he had it, to be honest. He searched with his first Peruna searcher for it.
Yep.
So yeah. That's kind of sad. Let's see. How could we win this game? Like a double attack would have to go through this turn.
And another one next turn.
Yeah, kind of.
I feel like you do need to push this to a 10K though. Yeah, that's the exact reason why.
Yeah.
Another Vivi maybe? Or a Nami would be good. Yeah.
Not true he plays for Namis because of the Vivi, yeah. And he has 2 done open, so he might be able to just
survive. Just about survive.
Play his, what is it called? This plus 4K event.
It's crewmate. It's if you ever see me again, will you call me a crewmate? I think it's the name of it.
Okay. So
something along those lines.
Crewmate. Yeah. We can just call it Radical Beam as well. But yes.
Bivical Beam. But yeah, I do have one with me, and it's. But if we ever see each other again, will you call me your shipmate?
Okay. That's
long.
That's again a very long event name.
Yeah, I do feel like Bandai does really enjoy us not being able to communicate event names like efficiently at all.
I love it. Also, the other event that brought up that earlier is kind of the same. Okay, now he has 3 big hits, so this will be interesting.
And that is another very long event name, right? Do you know this one? I know it's DMG, Deadman's Game, but there's a whole prefix.
Yeah, it's Demon Aura. What is it? Demon Aura 9 Sword something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ashura. It's like DMG.
Okay, let's see. So he's going for a 9K hit afterwards. So how will Jan finish, or probably finish this turn? With an 11K. Can he get out of it? Oh my god, wait a second. Will he win this game? Oh, Jan gets 1 Don back up because of the stage. True.
Ooh.
That's important for him, but he only has 1 Don, but 4 cards in hand. On the other hand, what if he just clears board here? Could he get rid of his board?
I think so, right? You get to negate that Vivi. I feel like this is one of the turns where like something that can remove board would be amazing. Like dropping or a Kaido, you know, there's always room for Kaido, that's fine. But you get to minus 3k.
He could go like, yeah. He could go 6k on like Bonnie or like minus her or something, or like 8k like he does. Oh, he goes face. Okay. This is interesting. 10k leader. Oh my god, Jan is completely bricking maybe?
No way. That is a trigger event. It might be thinking about... Okay.
Okay, it's going all in with 14k,
8.
I guess.
Yeah. So that's a 10k and 2k. 1k? Hold on. Let me just quickly do some inspection on this. I do apologize for it because I'm gonna just pause. I think it did look like it was a bunch of 1k, so it might not be enough. Let's just quickly pause the stream. That's not it. I went a bit too far. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, let's see. So it's 14. And yes, the 4k event.
Okay, so that's 10. And that is 1k. So that's 13, and 13. He died.
Wait, let us see. Continue. Let's see Jan's hand. I think he was a little bit greedy with his last hit. Yeah, he has a... But we don't know if he got the Paradise Waterfall from live. But yeah, maybe he didn't have a good play otherwise and had to go for game there.
Possible.
Interesting. I did not see the rain coming at all. That was an interesting turnaround at the end. I was like...
Yeah, that was somewhat shocking. Okay, so that is win for Sebi in a process that we can probably only define as somehow. I am in awe about it. Let us transition to break and go quickly to the next game. But yeah, while we do that,
Ninja Jake is calling the judge. What did we miss? Did we miss something? No.
No, I think it was just about the VAR. He was basically making sure that we did know what was happening. Jake, did you actually share your iceberg list? Yeah, because we do have some time now. Yes. We can talk about that.
I have it ready here. Let me send it to you. I'm not sure if we send it to you as well. I will just...
No, you have it. You have it. Okay, let me just quickly... Okay, I'm on the right one. I do have only 2 screens and a lot of things happening. So, yeah, if you just DM me on Discord, I will be able to see it.
All right, I put it in... I just put it in some random chat on this Sabaody. Right. Let me send it to you.
There we go.
Okay, here it is.
There we go. Okay, cool. So I do have access to the deck list now. I'll just fast forward to the players doing the mulligan and then go back to the game. Just pause right before. So yeah, we basically are running 8 copies of the NLs because they're unremovable 10Ks on Iceberg as well. And then the most broken...
What is the text on the NLs? You're only allowed to have 6 dons, right?
If you have 6 or less done, they get plus 2k and they cannot be removed. And I think the second one...
effect is minus 2 don, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So you play a lot of don reduction for yourself, and then you just play the innards. That's kind of the gameplay, if I see it correctly.
That's it. You basically aggressively stay on 8 don. Oh, sorry, on 6 don during your turn. And that is pretty much it. And also, you do have the Mamaragan event, which is busted. Like I'm still kind of in awe about how good that event is on pretty much any purple leader that can afford to don minus. For our audience benefit, it's basically a 0 cost 1k counter for your leader. That if you have 6 or less done when you play, you draw a card. So you get to counter for free. And then on main, it's don -2. And you get to draw a card and rest a 5k body. So like a character with 5k power or less.
That card seems quite
Yep, it's very, very good, and
interesting.
I'm looking forward to playing it on GP actually, and it can help the Imu matchup, right? Because it's effectively Usohachi, but for Zero Dawn, and rests all of the bodies from Imu because all of them are 5k during your turn. So
Wait. I have to read again. I didn't play OP15 yet enough, I think. It rests all
no,
5Ks?
any. But what I mean is it does let you rest the second blocker, so you get to Usohachi, and then this you rest Valkyrie and either Mars if you're going to go for lethal, or Jupiter if you want to go for board. But it's like very, very good to have that ability, and it replaces itself also on main, so it's just pretty much great.
It rests a 5 or 6 cost because
5,000 attack.
Oh, 5. Oh, thank you so much.
That's it. No, that's cool. I had to reread it like 6 times today. But it's a very busted card. I like it. I'm looking forward to playing it, and I have seen already some GP players with 4 of this.
You're a big GB fan. You play fan, right? You play it before as well a lot.
OP11 and I did cope on it for a while, this format, but it's just people started bringing Imu back, and it's just not there. It does need some support like this to kind of move towards it. But yeah. Okay, we will discuss more Iceberg on the next break if we do get a game 3 or at the end of the game. Let's go to the gameplay. So Mihawk does get to choose and go first this time around again. And I feel like a bit of a deja vu here because it's again Perona. Is that going to be Shanks this time? No, Tashigi.
That's interesting. And Sebi is texting his Tinder dates parallel.
You know, you always need to maximize the EV while you're playing the card game. There's nothing else.
Just kidding. I don't know anything about Sebi's relationship
We're kidding.
So
We're kidding. There's no side events here because Sebi's in a very happy relationship as far as I know. So
okay, that's good to hear. Sebi's engaged even. The chat says. That's crazy.
As far as we know, yes. He did send some really cute pictures of the engagement. One of the big wins of the previous seasons was Sebi.
I remember. Yeah, I saw something. Yes, on Twitter, I think. That was cute.
Okay, cool. So double Vivi for Sebi, which is the only other girl in his life right now. And we will have to defend this 7k, take it. This is tricky, right? Because the fact that Mihawk is a 6k leader means that every swing from the earliest of games you cannot really get out of with a single card. So like your hand size economy is going to be very, very brutal if you're Vivi.
I think so. I still think it's crazy that he was able to finish there. And he used double search and still doesn't find a 4k. That's 4 cost. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's...
Like his list doesn't play that many, but still no Ikaram, no Sanji, no Chopper is kind of insane, yes.
Yeah, that is definitely not it. And Sanji does work really well here, right? Because you do get to swing kind of for free. And it's a card that you're very happy to be swung into. So,
What's happening here?
I think he's considering buffing the Tashigi, but it's just not worth it. I guess just trying to get some protection, but...
I think he maybe explained that he can just, like, even if he removes her, or like if he tries to remove her, he can just rest a body, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, Nami comes in. We do get some swinging capabilities.
So yeah, this seems like still like even though he missed just 4 on turn, like his board is looking quite fine. Looking kind of like the same as the first game, wasn't it? The exact same.
Yeah, play sequencing. I think we did have an Igaram on the first game, right?
True.
So it might have been the same except no Igaram, and Prowder is now on 1 less life because Sebi did swing big with Vivi on the 4th turn, even he had nothing else to do.
Yeah. Let's see. Does Prowder have the Shanks this turn? But since he didn't rest the Vivi yet, I think he's missed it again. Interesting.
He's just gonna go for value, it seems. Replay the Perona. Or
Yes,
one.
yes. 8 rested cards, 6 done, and 2 characters, or like leader and character. That seems good.
Other Shanks goes away, which, yeah, admittedly might not be that great here until he sees some top end from Vivi. And given the first game we had, like Prowder probably suspects there's no top end from Vivi to be seen.
Yeah, but still, like Shanks doesn't do that much work since Vivi can just protect the high end as well with 1 card.
Yeah, I guess you can always like do a couple of swings and then figure it out, but yeah.
True.
They can only protect so much, I suppose. That's it. Okay. Rona, now we're buffing that Tashigi for sure, with 2 of those on.
That's interesting. Maybe Jan also just values going wide a bit more in this matchup. I'm not sure. But I still think Shanks would be the best card here, to be honest. Like, reducing everything by 1k and being a 6k leader is kind of insane.
Yeah.
So we have to see.
And it's a tall enough body that even with a minus 3k, if there's no Beckman, it's not that easy to swing into it, I guess. But he might just...
Now that you say it, actually, yeah, maybe it's smarter to go wide, because if he has Beckman, he would just lose here, right? Or like, not lose here, but if Jan just plays Beckman, and if Jan just plays Shanks, and Sebi counters with one of his Beckmans, it's getting rough for Mihawk, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just playing around it. And this is okay. Beckman's still going to be trouble, right? Because you do get to swipe the law and then either reduce the Teshigi and go at it a couple of times, or just reduce the Bonnie and make really quick game of it.
That was a huge hand, right? He went down to 3 life. He got double valued off Perona. He must have had at least like 8 or 9 cards in hand.
That was tough to watch. And now the Perona is going to die a terrible death. Very easily to one of those Vivis, and you do get to even reduce the Bonnie if you want to swing at it. Ugh. But even Tashigi is going to be on a tough spot, so I feel like this is a swing the game situation. There's 2 done, so there still could be some Paradise or Spiderweb shenanigans going on.
See. Now I have the question again, is it worth it to clear the board or not?
So I think I do, but I would probably prioritize removing Tashigi here.
Oh, you would? Really? You would reduce her to 5k and hit 7k into her?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe even swing 9 into it and just make sure that I get rid of it.
11.
Yeah.
SCX at the moment, it kind of looks like it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you do it now, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Let's see, is it enough? Oh, it's not.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. The problem with this.
Yeah.
Still okay, right? Like, hand size for Mihawk is very low, so you are on a relatively comfortable spot.
He has only 4 cards in hand now.
Yeah, so from the Mihawk's perspective, this is looking a bit more constrained than from Vivi's, but even though the Vivi's board is very wide, it's not very meaningful. Like, that Nami is gonna be troublesome and you cannot really remove it. But the rest of it is like 2 searchers and a pudding. It's fine, you can ignore it. They will have to play over it, and it did get some value, but you can carry on with your own plan. And there we go.
There he is. The legend, the myth. So yeah, like my game plan as Mihawk would be just go hard into face here, I think. Removing board versus Vivi never really works, but still, like, Sebi has... I feel like Sebi has a really good position here. 3 lives still, 5 cards in hand. I'm not sure.
I'm with you, but I really wish... in order for that plan to work out properly, you really would want to have 1 more life down for Sebi before. And now it's relatively tempting to actually go into the Nami and force at least 3 or 4 cards out of hand. Because Nami specifically needs to be protected in order for the Shanks to go away, right? So...
Well, it's his 10 Don turn. He could just play Shanks himself. We have to see.
Yeah.
So I think it's a tricky situation for Prowder here. Does he want to go board? Or like, does he want to swing to the
Now it's
Nami or
live.
not?
Now it's live.
Yeah. No, it's... Oh, he swung into the Nami. So he just gets 2 cards.
Yep.
Out of it. Okay, this is into live now, or into pudding. Okay, pudding is gone. Okay, he freezes the Nami. Okay.
It's still at the mercy of Beckman now, and obviously Thanks.
This is kind like for a second I thought it's looking good for Vivi, but now that only Nami is left and Jan is with a full board, I'm not even sure what to say.
No, it's a bit tricky. I mean, he still has 3 life, so I do feel like there are some avenues to sculpt the game in the right direction, but you do need an impactful drop now. Maybe even a Shakapel would be kind of okay, but yeah. Oh, that is impactful, if I've seen something be impactful before.
That's looking good.
That's okay. Yeah, you do get to reduce Shanks even further and swing a very fun 11k swing into a 6k.
Yes, that's looking quite good.
That's dying a terrible death, and the dynamic has changed. You're a fan of this big blue Kaido, aren't you?
Yes, I like started playing in OPO8, and once the starter deck Dofi came out, I was still a little bit on B-Rai, but I was bad at the time, so I was like not a good B-Rai player at all. I was just like watching people like Fabian stuff play in tournaments. I was like copying them, but once I started playing Dofi, I loved like to play like 2 Kaidos. It was like one of my favorite cards. Get a big hand and get like this big body out against B Ryan stuff. I got a big fan of the card, so I'm still loving it. And it's my first. I think it was my first secret rare
that you pulled
out of a pack. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Because I started in OPO8 and I got like I don't know. I think I got an OPO5, a few packs, and a display of OPO8 or something at the time. I don't remember correctly, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
it has a place in my heart.
I can see that. It's also a very cool looking card, I'm not gonna lie, and it did have some moments in a lot of different decks, right? Like Odofi is the most prime example, but this has also seen Sakazuki play back in the OG OPO5 days before you got to play heavily, I guess. So
I didn't play at all there. I got I was on vacation with my wife in Berlin and I got sick a little bit, and on the drive home I got like, or like a day before we drove home, I got like
random packs.
No. On Instagram I got what is it called? What's the thing? Holy shit! A commercial from it.
Oh yeah, another commercial.
I got an Instagram commercial of One Piece card game. I was showing it to my wife and was like, "Yeah, this could be like troublesome," because I played Pokemon when I was younger. So I watched like videos of it on the way home on the train, and that's how it gets into the game.
One thing led to the next one, and here we are today. You're now doing commentary on it.
Okay, so now I kind of lost what's happening in the game.
Okay, so there's been the blocker played effectively, right, and don't restand.
Yeah, it's looking kind of rough for Jan. Let's see what he does here. He's going for life. And it seems to be working.
Yeah. And one is still a bit higher than Mihawk wants to see this on the spot, because that Kaido is gonna be basically removal every turn, and with Nami and leader ability, yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep the board presence alive properly.
I think if he has a Shanks or something, he could just clear the whole board here and pretty much. Oh, he's playing a Nami. Okay.
That is definitely not a Shanks. So He's not gonna clear the whole board.
Dude, his hand is so huge. What? How many
does-
cards are that?
How does he not have a
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How did
chance?
he not have like a Rayleigh, not a Rayleigh, Beckman or Shanks there?
Mhm. He might have
Both would be
prioritized
amazing.
playing the blocker, but that might not be the right play into this deck specifically. Because, yeah, we mentioned it before, right? Like, Mihawk has many tools to raise your blocker. And unless you manage to control the board, it's going to be quite rough.
I think so as well. We have to see. I think if he plays out something like Vivi Nami or something here, it could also be quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Could cycle another card. Does it plus minus 1k as well? We have to see.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any rat beams to get you out of lethal in that spot either.
Sure.
Huh. It is quite tricky.
Crazy how much impact the pudding still had this game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that there's going to be a ban for pudding after?
So I personally don't think so. But I also personally didn't think we were going to get the Moria ban last time around. It felt like it was very late to the game, and we were starting to see Imue's shenanigans making Moria kind of vanish off the meta. Sorry, not Imue's, was before that. But we started seeing a lot of like UP Luffy and basically the Moria decks were not as good at top end as the Luffy decks, which was kind of a weird thing. So I would say no. But I kind of expect to be wrong on this one. I think this is going to be my Moria moment. I was very confident on people just overhyping the Moria ban last time. And I'm very confident on people just overhyping the pudding ban this time. So it's probably going to get banned and I'm probably going to be wrong. But yeah.
We have to see. I'm very, like... I'm not sure what to say, but I kind of don't care what's going to get banned since our meta is going to be very different anyways because we got the OP 15 cards after Bonn.
Yeah.
Regional. If I remember correctly, I think in Lille we already have OP 15.
You do, yeah.
But
it's basically the week after Bonn that we get the pre-releases, which is, now.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm excited. But it's also interesting... I'm kind of sad we don't see more of Worlds, except like the finals pretty much, or top 4 and final. But I kind of like the format for it. I feel like there are a lot of jungle decks, and it will be an interesting format to see. Like I can't even tell you what. Like I have no idea what decks will be in the top 4 of Worlds this year. There's so many options. Like even the Vivi could make it or something, you know?
I know, like I actually kind of think Nami could be a dark horse because the Worlds format is also weird, right? Like I don't know, it's gonna be tricky because they don't get any of the EVO 4 cards, only the EVO 3 ones, right? So you do get some of the buffing of EVO 3. So Nami is gonna be pretty much at the Heroine's Cap power level, and I feel like someone's gonna try and crack a list, maybe an Napster fan that believed on IKEA Nami early on. And see it, but like the format's wide open. There's many choices, and all of us are like any practice that the players have done is with a very targeted format they haven't run a big tournament on for the Westerners, even though the Eastern side of it has more practice with it, but it's also a very stale meta for them. So like they haven't touched it in a while. So I don't know. It's going to be very tricky to predict, but I wish we had a bit more gameplay. I think the
Eastern meta was something like very Mihawk and Emo specific, right? So we have to see. Okay, so Prowder this time has his Helpo in Law and was able to... Wait, he unrested everything? Didn't Helpo in Law...
I think he didn't rest it so it doesn't die to Kaido, so he just like went to 8k.
No, but he had to freeze something, right?
Yeah, I think he had to. So it might have been just a weird situation going on there where Sebi didn't realize and he will
Okay, there we go. He froze the blocker. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yes. So chat is asking, what am I playing at Bonn? I'm just gonna be boring AF and play Ace. I was on Emu a long time, but since I don't know, I feel like I don't get enough practice at the moment for Emu. I feel like it's really hard to crack in some matchups, and there are a lot of decisions I'm doing wrong, so I switched to Ace, and I'm very happy at the moment with playing Ace.
What do you mean? Ace is easier to play than Emu? No way. No way. That's a shocking statement. No, that's fair. I do feel like your game plan is easier.
But in this format at least, I think I'm a big contender that Emo is the hardest deck to play in One Piece at the moment, and people will be like, yeah, it doesn't need as much basics, but like every stack, every card you put at the bottom, kind of like Sanji, does have a big purpose. So I still think maybe Sanji or Emo are the hardest decks to play, but also both are very rewarding as far as I think.
Yeah, no, that's actually very fair. I feel like those are the most energy draining decks that you can choose right now in the format, and there are some alternatives that are probably as good or almost as good, but don't require you to spend all of your brain power in the first 5 to 6 rounds. So yeah, I can see that. And Emu's not as easy anymore, right? Like you have some matches where you really need to thread really
know
thinly.
Every game plan really good with Emo at the moment, I feel like, and that's what people are underestimating a lot. So, but also I think it's really like that was the first thing I said in this matchup. I'm a big fan of having like a game plan in each matchup, and I do not have a clue which game plan both people have here, or before the game even. I did not have a clue what could the game plans be. So that's why I was very excited for this matchup now.
Have you learned anything so far? Like, what's the level of confusion?
Between all the confusion, I learned that you have to respect the double attack from, what is his name?
Saka and Pell. Yep.
That's actually like
that's a lesson learned. I do feel like the game plan from Mihawk was like very nicely followed. It's been like get Vivi to 0 life and then set up a decent enough lethal while you keep your defenses up with the events, and that's kind of what we're seeing now, right? Like we did see it game 1. Unfortunately, the lack of respect cost it game 1 in spite of the plan, and now we're threading a bit more lightly. But yeah, it's kind of what's happening now, right? We're gonna swing big twice, very probably here, and
yeah, I think so too.
Move on.
And I just want to say, like, Jake is flaming me that I learned that I can't use my brain, and that's why I should play Ace. And I wanna confirm that 100%.
Confirmed. You heard it here first, folk. It's breaking news. But also he is asking you not to tempt him, right? Like he might be jumping on the Ace boat. Jake has been swapping decks very maniacally lately, so there is that.
It's a easy meta to swap a lot of decks, I feel like, at the moment.
Yeah, either you hard commit or you're gonna be dancing around quite a bit.
Definitely, that's what I did before too. Okay, so now we have an interesting spot again. We have 2 attackers of Vivi. With leader we have 3, so Vivi has to play for at least 1 more turn, even though Jan only has 3 cards in hand. So it will be, I think this matchup will be very hard for Vivi now.
Yeah, there's enough blocker or blocker potential that you cannot really take the game even with a Shakapel here.
Yeah.
Vivi into something could be very annoying though. But yeah, it does feel like you need to set up a 2-turn lethal, so you're gonna have to contest the board somehow. But that blocker is gonna make things difficult.
This is one of those spots where you don't want to be like at a big tournament, because I think you have to. You can't play around Deadman's game anymore, so you have to kind of set up like another blocker and pressure Prowder here a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of those weird turns where you can't play around all of the stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely it. It's also annoying because you do need to remove at least one of the rested bodies And you do need to take at least one of those 3 lives if you want to actually set up a lethal next turn.
Yeah, what if he has Shanks? Can he just... Like, he was, like, kind of, like, resting all 10 dons, or, like, acting like he's gonna rest all 10 dons, so I'm excited if he's just gonna play Shanks or something.
If that was the case, I think he sequenced it a bit badly, because, yeah, that Shanks is not gonna be killing anything anymore.
No, he can first reduce with lead ability and then not attack with Shanks.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So he can get rid of the low Beppo. But I think that's actually a fine play here.
Just play it and leave it.
Then you have 1 blocker for like 3 attackers. Oof, that's actually still very rough. Maybe that's not the play. Yeah, Vivi, Nami or something could be the play. Oh, Vivi into another Nami. Okay.
That's it, that replaces itself. You get to reduce once more and swing.
So now you just reduce the blocker. Bonnie, I guess? No, you don't. Okay.
No, I could have seen it the other way around, where you turn the bunny into a 5k and reduce this one, but yeah, sequencing was a bit more annoying.
Okay, he does as well, yeah. So you can just reduce both to 4k and just hit into them, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, he removed her. He still has to block her and 1 more hit. So you probably just let that one slide. Yep. So now he has 2 blockers for 4 hits. Do you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in Sebi's hand? Maybe 8? I'm not sure. I think it's 7. I think that might be close to math lethal here.
You just need to go 9.
No, it's not.
Right?
No. He has 2 blockers. I'm stupid. Yeah.
He has 2 blockers, and also there's like potential for the rat beam, right? So math is gonna be a lot trickier.
Yeah, it's not that easy to calculate.
That is a huge hand.
Are those even 8 cards in hand? Crazy big hand.
Makes things very, very complicated. It is genuinely impressive that we got to this spot where Mihawk actually has a very solid chance at winning the game. Because that pudding was one of the most brutals I've seen in a long time. And Prowder has played the whole game with 3 cards in hand effectively, so he's not been able to defend any of the board. So we'll see.
Interesting how good he got through with just 3 cards in hand.
That's 8 done?
7 done is this Shanks. Yes.
That's good.
I'm kind of scared for Jan. Just that if Prowder can't finish here, I think he might just lose the game, to be honest. Aren't those just 2 cards in hand now?
He does have 2 blockers, so I think so.
9. Yeah, 2 blockers. 3 hits would have to go through.
Yeah. Yes, Jake, Bonnie is next weekend. We are like 8 days away from the one regional. 9.
Jake, do you have a ticket? Are you ready for the tournament?
Yeah. Pretty sure he has a ticket of something. I don't know if it's the regional or the treasure cup. He's also been very good at falling asleep on regional release dates, so I don't know. He doesn't know. he does have accommodation and flight, I guess. You do have flight, right?
You guys have to fly from Britain. I see. Yeah, that's kind of lucky for me there, but.
Okay, he has flights, and I was worried because I paid for his accommodation. He owes me the accommodation money, so...
He's not sure about accommodation, but you paid for it. That's great.
Yeah, you got accommodation, dude. Don't worry. you just need to pay for it. It's fine.
Are you guys sleeping at the Mihawk hotel?
No, it's one that's like a 20-minute walk away. That we found that it was a bit cheaper. But yeah, are you gonna be on the venue?
I will be in the hotel. You can find me in the sauna of Kameha Hotel. If anybody wants to say hi, you can find me sauna Friday night and Saturday night.
Very fair. Okay,
Let's
we're
okay. So he
we're in the
blocked
middle
here
of lethal.
already.
Yeah, he blocked. He countered the 10k and then he blocked and is giving a Roger. Ha!
So now Jan has a interesting situation again. Is I don't think he has the balls to go for lethal after what happened last game, pretty much. And I don't think he has to. I think he can easily stay alive with two blockers here.
Yes, because Sebi just gave away the Roger, but I feel like that Roger could have like make the math a lot more complicated for Jan.
True, he only plays one Roger. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I mean, it's still not a very likely situation, right? Because you do get to go like 6, 7, 12, 13, and you need to connect 3 by... oh, no, not even 6, 7, right? Because there's Shanks in there. So, yeah, I think that Royal Lethal wasn't there.
Actually, Roger's bad. Oh, and Jan goes for it? That's interesting. I don't think that's correct, to be honest.
No. 3 cards in hand.
3 cards.
Okay, pass. He might just have a Paradise or 2 that could make things...
Let me count. He has to get 3 hits through, and he has... he might have one Paradise. Yes, and he has one blocker. Maybe all 6Ks or something like all 7Ks might actually be very good here.
But that's a lot of Dawn investment, right? You need 6 Dawn for the blockers. You need... Yeah.
That's too much Dawn. Actually, more for the blockers.
And there are 4Ks, right? So you would need to buff them with 3 Dawn.
Because of Shanks.
3 Dawn each is what I meant, sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is 10 Dawn.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. He's playing for another turn?
That I'm very...
On the other hand, he gets rid of the whole board, pretty much.
Yeah.
If I see it correctly.
Yeah. He's doing... And now he has 3 blockers and 2 12Ks, so...
No, he just has to pray for no event for lethal.
Yeah.
What a crazy game, to be honest. This is a crazy game series. I would love to see that on a regional.
Yeah, this is a lot of hype. I feel like you're watching this on the big screen on the regional when they do the projection. It's wild.
It's a lot of back and forth. Like for some reason, I thought it would be way more like the meta would be better for Mihawk, but yeah.
No, it does feel like now that we get the big parties out, Vivi does have a good game plan, and those blockers are very, very sticky. But he's running out of cards in hand. He does need to see some card advantage.
I think he would have used Demonic Aura already if he had it, so he does not have it, so I think Sebi might just win here. Let's see.
I mean, the funny thing is you actually kind of have a lethal setup with that Shanks, right? If you rest one of the blockers, they need to protect one of them. Oh, we're not resting the Shanks.
Yeah, okay, he's just gonna hit hard. He's not resting, it's interesting.
Because
I don't think he can play for another turn. This can't be right with only 2 cards in hand.
He has a blocker until life, right?
Blocker until life, but...
You block 1, take 2. It's if he has a 1-cost event of a Radical Beam, it's kind of fine.
Okay.
Thing is, he's probably playing into Sebi not going for it too, right? Unless he does have something meaningful to play that's taller. Like another Kaido would be brutal, and probably Beckman just ends the game on the spot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like a backman would end the game. With backman, you can just go. Also, now the blocker is a 4K as well. So if you have a backman, you have pretty much math lethal because you can just hit a lot of times for 6K.
Yeah.
You can just go 6, 6, 0 cards in hand, 6 and 2 big swings or something. Depends if he takes earlier. But yeah, this is kind of a rough spot.
Yeah, you can go 6,
If he
6,
has
8, 12, 12, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be kind of guaranteed lethal.
Yeah. But also, Prowder cannot really afford to be playing around anything anymore. Ooh. What? Okay.
Are they playing for another round again?
Yeah, this is gonna cost
can't
him the
be
game, I
true.
think. Oof, Prowder is gonna draw the DMG.
No, I can't watch this. This is not correct.
No, that was
Is it?
definitely remove the blocker and
No, he can't. He has to pass at least. Yeah, okay, he did that correctly.
yeah. He drew it. I feel like we're just like waiting for the DMG to come.
But now Sebi's board is too big. Now he has like Jan cannot wait another turn. If he doesn't have anything to rest now, he just loses.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's 2 Dawn.
Oof, this is huge for.
It might actually just be 1 Shanks, right? If you play a Shanks, you actually have lethal if you get the first blocker here. Yeah. Now Shanks wins the game. Resting the other blocker and swinging with Bonnie for 10.
He's just
What?
passing.
What is
Oh,
happening?
No.
What is happening?
This game is insane. What the fuck? That's like this is literally an insane game. Yeah, this is over. This has to be over.
Huh. I am baffled. I ran out of words, dude.
I think Prowder's just sick of the game, but that's green for you. The pudding did all the work you need to do.
That's it.
After the pudding, it was a top like fiesta for him, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really confused about this matchup now. I need to see more. I need to see more games how they normally run out because I feel like Prowder didn't have his perfect curve in any of the games, to be honest. On the other side, the pudding this game was insane. Like there was some insane value.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we take.
Okay.
On 12. And this might be just some event math and then block with Bonnie.
He blocks, it's just
I feel like all of them are just so on the edge of death here that I'm not even okay, he's going for it, right? There's no way you
maybe he can just swing 15 with the leader and keep the blocker up if he can count.
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
Oh man, this is so tense. This might be the most tense I've been doing commentary on a game in a long time. Like I'm really trying to figure out what's happening, and I'm struggling.
It's such a weird game state. I think I've never been in such a weird game state, to be honest.
It's going 14.
Jan has.
So that's 10.
10.
12, 14.
No.
15.
15, okay, 1 card in hand.
This is such a game of chicken. If that last card is a DMG, I'm just rage quitting. I'm stopping my commentary career.
I think Sebi can't hit here at all.
No, I think
Can
he
he?
locked himself out of it. But he probably should, but he locked himself out of it.
He's
Yeah,
going for it. He has the balls.
it's a 1K,
It's a
and he
1K.
wins.
No fucking way. That's insane.
This
Was the craziest match I've seen so far, I think.
this is something else. That game was infuriating. But, Vivi gets the win in spite of fighting a 6K leader. I guess not using the Shang for counter, that did help this time round. But yeah, that's it. Congratulations, Sebi. And that was the last game of the season that we do get to show around. Okay, cool. I know you are in shock right now with me, Hendrik, but like how
I am.
how did it feel to do commentary for the first time in Sabaody?
This was some crazy shit. I did not see this one coming. I'm completely confused what was happening, but it was a lot of fun. I think you put me on the right, definitely in the right. What is it called? In the right matchup here, because there was something else.
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy
did.
that
I did definitely entertain you, right? Like, maybe
Yeah.
nothing else, but for sure you were etching at the edge of your seat, just like super tense about it and very, very focused on what was happening, even though we might lack a bit of experience on the matchup to actually get it right. But yeah, I'm glad I was here with you to witness this as well. I wasn't prepared. So yeah. Ooh. Other than the matchup, how did you feel? Would you do this again, even if we might not have as much interest on this?
On a different matchup, you mean, or?
Yeah. Like if we were to do another round of commentary, would you be game to return, or would you be too scared to witness this again?
Yes, I would love to return, and I would love to have a combination with my friend Jake or René. I think, like if we get one of them in the commentary booth, we might get cancelled, but we might get some insights on decks like Iceberg and stuff as well.
Yeah, it could get very, very funny. I'm unfortunately a bit more vanilla than those two when it comes to deck choices, so I didn't give you that much. But yeah, no, we will try to do that. I'm hoping that we get to do that next season. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's been great to have someone to share this trauma with over the last game. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for all the support you've given us this season. We do know that we did have some competition today, so there's not been as many people active on chat, but we do appreciate every single message, even the ones from Jake claiming Iceberg is the best deck in the Eternal format. We do not endorse any of those, but we do appreciate them anyways. So yeah, that's about the showdown. This is me, Gonzo, and we're going to be taking a bit of a seasonal break. So after this, you will not get to see me on Thursdays anymore for a couple weeks at least, and we will be still active on Twitter. We will be still active and uploading the videos to YouTube. Anyone that hasn't seen the whole matchup for today, you can just go there and give us a like and follow if you like what we're doing. And yeah, just wanted to say thanks. It's been a very demanding season for me. I've been here a lot, but it's been super, super fun. And I've got to do commentary with amazing people such as Hendrik. So yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for taking the time and inviting me here.
We will do it again.
For me, a lot of fun season this time.
We will do it again. I promise. So yeah, that's about the showdown, and that's season finale. Thank you so much. That is us. See you soon.